If we had, yes, donate to the school, $ FDMG school on your Cash App. 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 If you need to mail in your donation, make it payable to the FDMG Academy, P.O. Box 9634. P.O. Box 9634. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. That is Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. We appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. We appreciate $20, but we would rather have 50. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200. We're trying to renovate a school, brothers and sisters. We're trying to renovate a school. We're not fixing a flat tire. We're not fixing a flat tire. We're not opening up a penny candy shop. We're not selling water ices, okay? We're not selling hot dogs. We're renovating a school. Do you understand? Do you understand? So please, brothers and sisters, give what you can. We're building an institution, okay? We're trying to give our children a chance that we didn't have. That's what we're doing. I don't have to pin it because I done already told you what it is. Don't be lazy. $ FDMG school. Don't be lazy. $ FDMG school. Before I continue with my message, thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. It's coming.
Hold on. Yeah. Nah, I got this. I got this.
FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. It's 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 coming. Oh, it's coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. Thought his personality be twerking. It's twerking. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning on in. We got another live stream here today. I hope you guys have had a wonderful week as Chef Papa does his thing on the dance floor / kicking spot, trap, bando, street, whatever you want to call it. I told y'all it was a kicking spot. I told y'all that a long time ago, and here we are. Now, I do have an apology to issue during this live stream. Okay, I've always been fair with Umar. Whenever I made a mistake, or if I was inaccurate about something, or if he proved me wrong, I'll always give him credit. Okay, and I apologize. Okay, thank you for tuning in, Shan and Shay, and Michael's in the building as well, and Kazia. Yeah, I know. There's no way. Operating budget needs to be in the millions. I would estimate $4 million a year, somewhere around there. It's not going to happen, at least. What's up, Christopher? Thanks for tuning on in. I appreciate it. And Steve and Brianna and Jimmy Jamboree. All right. And Ghost is in the building, and Honey Pot and Good Twin. So by the time we get done with this, and Ayo Jojo, by the time we get done with this live stream, I will apologize. So you guys just stay tuned. I consider myself to be a man of integrity. And based on reports, I haven't watched the videos yet, but based upon the reports that people have been sharing and people emailing me over the last couple of days, I owe Umar Johnson an apology. So I will do that during this live stream. In the meantime, a couple of announcements. Okay. The school will be opening August 21st, 2022. Okay. So just everyone be ready. Make sure you have your applications in. Make sure you have your children ready for enrollment, and make sure that you get on the Cash App and get on your PayPal. Okay. I just want to make that announcement. Also, for those of y'all, it's like Umar. For those of y'all who are members, I uploaded earlier today. I uploaded the introduction. It's a rough draft, number one, the introduction to the documentary that I'm working on right now, dealing with Umar Johnson. It's basically the shockumentary part 2, but it's way, way deeper. I'm actually covering Umar's entire life, from childhood all the way up through to current. So this is going to be an ongoing production project. What I will be doing is, as I'm working through it, I will be providing members with an opportunity to view the rough drafts. There's probably going to be 2 rough drafts, and then a finalized, well, maybe 3, but finalized version. And then at some point, I'll combine all of the different segments together and release it to everyone, and we'll watch it as a live stream. Now, this will be in 2025 sometime, maybe in the middle of 2025. Who knows how long it's going to take, because it's a lot of work. I want to thank our members too. Your membership has allowed me to continue to do this important work, and I consider it to be this important. So if you guys, if any of you have seen the introduction segment, it's short, but it's just the introduction. I've already started working on chapter 1, which is origins, and I've already started working on that. I'll put some time in, probably a couple of hours into that tonight. If any of you guys, if you've ever done any documentary work, you know that it is tedious work, and I've done extensive research. And the research takes the most amount of time. And right now I'm into 2017 and Umar Johnson's videos as they appeared online, mainly on YouTube, starting back to videos that were 2005. They were uploaded later, but starting in 2005. That was when that first video, Umar Johnson, when he was still in the UNIA. And I will cover that too as well in the documentary. Anyway, I want to thank everyone who's a member. And if you have seen it, please make sure you leave comments, any suggestions you have on the introduction, or if you've seen it here inside of the chat room, you want to make any comments, please feel free to do so. I'm going to try to have another segment available for members within the next 2 weeks. Okay. So I want to make that announcement. We have a lot to get into, so I don't want to waste too much time on the front end. And I'm going to take my time today, but we have a lot to get into. As you guys know, I've been covering Umar for years. But now there are people who have much larger platforms than I do. Pocket Watcher with JT is one of the individuals. Shout out to him. Spencer Cornelia, who has a massive audience, did a video on Umar recently, and that's why Umar's been up at these abandoned buildings lately. Okay, prior to this, if you guys look at the last year, Umar may have been up there. I would estimate probably about maybe 8 times to live stream, maybe 7 times to live stream. Well, now he's up there as much as possible over the last week, but that's because Spencer's got a hold of this and Umar shook. Okay. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at Umar Johnson. It's not I don't know exactly. I think he's up there. People said he's picking up trash, and I guess that's part of renovations, and that's what people would classify as being work. I want everyone to understand that Umar does not do work. I can tell you right now, the reason why there's trash up there and people are throwing trash is because these buildings are abandoned. They're on the vacant property list. And that's what happens in impoverished communities. When you have a building that's unoccupied, there's nothing going on there. People will go up there. They will sleep up there. They will throw trash up there. They will have sex up there. They will do drugs up there. All of this is happening up there. There will be people who will sleep on the steps. I have the video of the lady. There was a white lady. She was a homeless lady who was up there sleeping on the steps. So it's not uncommon. Plus it's hood up over there. So Umar's getting back up there, not because he's trying to push this project forward, but he has to show something. How is it that after 5.5 years, he wants to do a sequence of videos where he's picking up trash and he's collected millions of dollars? See, this is what I call, before we get into it for today, IOP, which stands for the illusion of progress. So when Umar needs money, he'll get back up there. When he feels strained because people are criticizing him, he'll get back up there. Just to act like he's getting things done. And Umar Johnson followers, they will accept it and they rah, but it's the same thing. I can pull up videos from years ago where he did the same thing. Trash, picking up trash. I can pull up the videos right now and show you all. It's with this guy, he just repeats things over and over again. It's just some people don't remember. They don't know the timeline, or some people that they're newer to Umar, so they have no idea that this has been going on. He conceptualized FDMG in 2005. Let me give you the timeline real quick. 2005, he conceptualized FDMG. He said before that, but we're going to go with 2005. Okay. In 2010, he posts on his Facebook page that the school was going to open September 11, 2013. He then proceeds to say it's going to open 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and now he's saying 2025, and I have all the receipts. That'll be in the documentary. I'll just lay it all out, and you guys see it in sequence. And then in 2014, he starts to raise money for the St. Paul's College. He never put in a bid, even though he lied and told people that he did. By 2017, he had collected $1 million. And I have receipts on that too. And then when we get in 2017, that same year, that's when he goes and he inspects these abandoned buildings, what I call these trap banners up there in Wilmington, Delaware, where there's trash and all kind of stuff up there, feces, urine, everything. He visited those schools in 2017. A lot of people don't know that. I have the receipt that have been in a documentary. And then finally in 2019, he purchases these abandoned buildings in Wilmington, Delaware, February of 2019. And here we are, 5.5 years later, over 5.5 years later, and not one black boy has been educated. It's what you call a long con. He's a con artist. He's a charlatan. And meanwhile, he's collected $2.6 to $2.7 million. It can be up to $3 million by now, but I'll say 2.6, 2.7, and there's still no school. People say he has a school. No, he has abandoned buildings. And let's look at the receipts. I haven't watched the videos. When we watch the video today, you Umar Johnson followers, ask yourself, is this a school? Because a school is a place of learning. And in particular, based on what Umar promised, he promised that he was going to be educating boys and girls. But now he's saying just boys. But are there any boys and girls up there being educated? Is that a school? No, these are just abandoned buildings. Okay, so let's be clear about that. All right. All right. We did have some new members, our returning members, Truth Using Logic. Thank you so much. Embrace Change. I totally agree with that. Thank you so much for becoming a member. And Adriana Thornton, I think you're a return member. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'll be updating you members as I progress with this documentary. It's going to be a major, major work. Okay. And there's a fly that's bothering me. I just want to respond to this. I think this is important. All he's doing is prettying the buildings up to sell them. He's flipping real estate. He's going to say what he always says: the white man is holding him back. Yet he's working with whites to do the flip. Now there's plenty of people, and this is a possibility that he's going to end up selling these abandoned buildings at some point and just flip it. That is possible. And there's other people who have speculated that too. From my vantage point, based on my research with Umar, it is a possibility that he will do something like that. He may come to the point where he has to do that. He has to just sell them. Okay. But so long as people send him money, get on your CashApp, get on your PayPal, PO box, checks, money orders, etc., he's going to milk this for as long as possible because he doesn't have a job. He's not employed. His speaking engagements are dried up. And then a lot of times they're not even paying him. They give him room and board. And then there'll be like 11 people there. He's not getting paid exuberant amounts of money consistently to speak like he used to. So this is his main source of income. He has plenty of bills to be student loans. He has child support. He complains about that all the time. He likes to eat. He likes to eat out. Who's going to pay for the rental car? He doesn't even have his own residence. He doesn't have his own vehicle. He likes to turn the heat down. The list goes. He's traveling all over the world. So he has to milk it for everything that he possibly can because he's basically a virtual vagrant. Okay? And every once in a while, he'll give the IOP, the illusion of progress. Umar Johnson follows to give you the illusion that he's progressing on this. But ultimately, it's just a long con. And I've seen this for years, over and over and over again. Okay. All right. Let's get into the video for today. And there's actually 2 of them. There's more, but we're going to do 2 today and we'll get back to tomorrow and probably get to the other ones. I want to thank everyone inside the Cook Course. Thank you so much for being here. Also, thanks to the mods for handling business. I see the humble ones in the building, and John Doe as well, and D Will. How's it going? Thank you so much for tuning on in. Mavis says, I haven't been on this channel in 3 years, yet the saga continues. Umar should be ashamed. Yeah, he doesn't have any shame. If he did, he would have stopped a long time ago. Again, he has to bring money in. That's his main source of income. Look, Love to eat what he, oh, I know, right? Okay, let's get into it. All right, so here's the first video. This is from maybe 3 days ago, 4 days ago, and here we go. Let me know if you guys can hear the audio. Is this the right one? I don't think this is the right one. I think I'm hold on one second, everyone. Let me just, because there's a couple of them. This is from 920. Okay, 9. Okay, maybe he had on the same. No, okay. Let's start again. Maybe that is the right one. We'll find out later. Here we go. I haven't watched these yet, so I think I may be an error here, but it's okay. See the paint job too? He still got paint droppings from the last time they painted the outside of the building, which was in 2020, I believe. 2020, maybe 2021. And it's just not done professionally. Nothing's done professionally up here. Never has been, except he did hire some electricians to come and do some work. And then he fired them after he got some electricity turned on. And when I checked, he didn't even have an active account at that time. But that's not besides the point. Let's go. Hey, how's it going, Jessica? Okay, thanks, balls of steel. Stardust, is that what that is? It's getting cold up there, starting to rain. Snow about to hit. Winter is coming. Yeah, look at this field. And it's not just the trash, it's the actual structure itself. I mean, mold all growing all over the place, trash all over the place. They're abandoned buildings. Yeah, can y'all hear this audio? This fly keep on messing with me. Okay, fly, you keep playing. Yeah. What's up, Shane? Yeah, at least he's doing a little bit of work. Well,
I don't know what this is. What is this?
they're called nails, Umar. I told y'all, I can pull up the video where he admits he was never taught to work with his hands. I've never seen him up there with a hammer. I have never seen him up there with nails, tool belt, or anything like that. I've never seen, this guy doesn't even know what nails are. And these are a particular type of nail. It looks like the kind that would go inside of a nail gun. He has no clue. He's 50 years old and doesn't know what nails are. And yet he's supposed to be this builder. I have videos where he says, we have to build something. All this talking on YouTube and on Instagram and in the Black conscious community, he was taking shots at the Black conscious community. No one's building anything. Who's building anything? We got to do the work. This guy doesn't even know what nails are. I've never seen him do any drywall. I've seen him paint, kinda. But a 5-year-old can do that. And here we are, 5.5 years later since he acquired these abandoned buildings. 20 years since, virtually 20 years, 20 years since he conceptualized FDMG, and he don't even know what nails are. He doesn't do work. He don't do nothing. He will say, I'm doing the work. Every time he say I'm working, he's not working. And picking up trash is not working. See, these are abandoned buildings. I don't mean to go off, but that's not working. See, 5.5 years later. Excuse this fly, people. I'm gonna have to deal with this fly. So this trip.
How you doing, beautiful?
Is that a cupcake wrapper? Why is there a cupcake wrapper next to these nails? Am I wrong? My daughter made cupcakes like 2 days ago. They were good too. Am I wrong about that? See that? Yeah, I got you. I told you. Yep. Sorry, buddy. I don't like doing it, but I told him. I warned him. You see, I got those Jedi reflexes. I've always had that. Most people can't and then get him. But that's I don't like killing animals, but I warned him. I warned him all day. He's been messing with me all day. I was working on stuff. I apologize, people. But anyway, am I right about this? It looks like a a cupcake thing. Because my daughter, she made some the other day. That's what I was saying a couple of days ago. They were good too. Yeah, we got cupcakes. we have cupcakes. Okay, there's no children being educated. Okay, but there are cupcakes. How's it going, Vix? yeah, that's Umar. He was up there. Yeah, he up there cupcaking. That's what Tariq said. I watched that video recently because I had to get notes on that one. Yeah, I know. He probably did, Adriana. Tori says, Lenon, I'm not condoning grifting, but why didn't he ever pull his mother out of poverty? I've heard she lives in awful conditions. She absolutely does, and he lives with her. He's been living with her at their current residence since 2019. I have all the receipts on that. They got an eviction notice. It's in her name, but they got an eviction notice in 2022. Or was it 2023? 2022, I believe. And that's not the only time. Umar has evictions. Okay, and life happens. I get it. But if he, boy, they're living in hood. And when he's inside that closet, that's where they're. He's been there since 2019. I'm not gonna say anything more on this, because I'm just gonna say this. And I'll do a whole video for you members on this. But I was gonna take a break again, like an extended break, and I've done them in the past. Because sometimes I get tired, I get burnt out, and I get tired of dealing with foolishness, especially from Umar Johnson supporters. It's not like how it used to be, but it's enough to where you gotta take breaks sometimes for your own sanity and your own peace of mind. So recently, I was thinking, I need to take an extended break and walk away from this for a while, and then Spencer Cornelia did his video, and that rejuvenated me. And then Pocket Watching with JT did a video to cover Umar, and that reinvigorated me too. There's other people that's been doing good work dealing with Umar, but as someone who's been covering Umar extensively, and I've done all the research, and I have all of the receipts to prove my case, as it were, it can become very difficult. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because Umar Johnson followers, they've said a lot of horrible things about me over the years, and about my wife, and about my children too. Claudia, she did some stuff, rest in peace. Claudia, she said some stuff that was really, really bad. She was a stout Umar Johnson supporter. She passed away, rest in peace. But there's other people who've done things and said things, calling me gay, called my wife a lesbian, stalked one of my sons online. And I have all that person. They think that they're anonymous, but I know who that person is. They're out of Philadelphia. And they work in the school system. And all I have to do is, I already got all the screenshots and everything. And I can just send an email and make maybe 1 or 2 phone calls. And this person will have to be dealing with some serious repercussions for what they've done. I've had to deal with all kinds of crazy stuff dealing with these Umar Johnson followers. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because one of the things that people used to say was that my wife and I, we were on Section 8. We've never been on Section 8. It's never happened. Okay, it's interesting because they will say things, but they don't have any proof to back it up. See, when I say things about Umar, I can pull up receipts and I can back it up. But here we are all these years later. And these Umar Johnson followers who are making up all of these crazy things and saying all these crazy things and lying about me, lying about my wife, lying about my kids, lying about my extended family members, etc. The ones that were talking all that talk about Section 8, if you only knew what I know about Umar. See, I'm not going to say anything outright out of respect for the mama. But you Umar Johnson followers, you done sent this guy literally millions of dollars, and he still got his mama living in impoverished conditions. And if you know what I know about Umar and his living situation, you guys would be appalled for making these false claims that me and my wife are on Section 8. I didn't say it, but I think you guys catch the drift. Okay. So this is all to say that Umar has tax liens. I mean, people get tax liens, but we're talking tens of thousands of dollars. Okay, he's always back on child support. Okay, and he still has his mother. He has himself living in poverty, but he has his mother. He's supposed to be the primary caretaker. I'm telling you, and listen, in the documentary, I'm going to go over all of this. I'm not going to go over the people who said all kind of crazy stuff about me and my wife and my kids, my extended. One time, one person was saying that my father was Eastside Pyru, that he was a gangbanger. No, I've never known my father to be a gangbanger. I had cousins, I had other family members that were out there banging. I never did. Okay, but I had plenty of friends that was out there doing that. Okay, now. Sometimes what happens with some people is they reach a certain age. I don't mean to go off on this, but they reach a certain age and they try to be faking the funk. Okay. Well, one could say that, but out there in them streets putting in time, no, that's not what the deal was with my father. Okay. But all of this stuff, I'm not going to be covering all that inside the documentary, although I'm tempted to do so because I have all the receipts and I can pull it up. And there's so-called professionals who've done all kind of crazy stuff and said all kind of horrible stuff about me, my wife, and my kids. But I'm not going to do that. The documentary will specifically address Umar, and I will also address Umar's father specifically because of Umar Johnson's upbringing and how that leads to him being shipped off to this boarding school. Okay. But anyway, let me just say this real quick. It's not just that his mother is living in horrible conditions. It's that Umar is living in his horrible conditions, and he's been living there since 2019, and I have the receipts. I can prove it. Okay. All right. I didn't mean to go off on that, but hey, listen, sometimes I got to do what I got to do. And I like this is the way. All right. Thank you, Tori, for the super chat. Iceman Vamp says, did you see today he announced he's retiring from picking up trash? I haven't seen the video from today. I did download it because I checked right before we started. We probably won't have time to get into that today, but we will be back tomorrow for sure for another live stream. Okay. So we will probably get to that tomorrow. Then we still got to get back with the Iceman Vamp with Umar. He remember we covered last week where he's defending P. Diddy, and then he does a video after he got all this backlash where he's saying that it's all the distraction. He's trying to separate himself from it. We're going to cover that one too. There's another one too. I can't remember what it was. We got to get to. By the way, that P. Diddy thing, it's getting worse and worse. I told people, and it's amazing. There's a whole other set. It's not even the FBI dealing with this. It's a whole another slew of lawsuits of all of these people that have come out, and it's civil. And it's horrible. And I'm concerned about a lot of the people inside the entertainment industry and in sports and in rap and music that I know that they're going to be implicated in all of this. Okay, so we're going to have to see how all of this goes. Thanks, Iceman Vamp. We'll get to that video for sure tomorrow. Okay, thanks for super chat. Lewis Suck says, I know he don't have any followers from Arkansas. He still ain't heard from y'all. Keep up the good work, my Arkansas Africans. Yeah. That was a classic Umar Johnson line. He said, this is when he was begging for venues. I think it was for the Black Parent Boot Camp or some foolishness like that. He don't take care of his own kids. It's amazing. Lewis, I've been watching these older videos, and Umar, he's such a liar. One of the videos I watched, he was talking about how, and it's recent, he was with that comedian, and he was filling in some gaps because he was telling about his childhood. Because I know he watched the video where I showed the timeline, and there was some discrepancies. He actually cleared all that up. Umar watches these videos. See, part of him, he likes us talking about him too, because it feeds his ego, because it makes him feel like he's important. Okay, he watches these videos, and there's a video that we did too, where I pulled up the timeline that I've been working on. I'm on to the third timeline in the series. It starts from 1973, and I think I'm up to 2020. Excuse me, I'm up to 2021, I think, now at this point. But I'm going to be filling in the gaps. But there's a section where I'm asking questions about when was Umar Johnson his father? When did he marry his mother? And Umar actually answers that. He answers some other stuff too that I had questions about. And so while I'm watching, I said, okay, I put up my timeline and I just start filling in stuff just like that. Anyway, there's older videos where Umar's saying things like, I'm still in the UNIA. And he says it in that particular video too. But no, he's not. He put in his resignation. He will probably argue that he's in the UNIA up there in Detroit. But the president general, he's already come out and condemned Umar and said that, no, you can't be a member until you apologize for what you did back in 2005. That'll be in the documentary too. But real quick, Lewis, there's also these older videos where Umar's talking as if he is an active parent in his daughter's lives. He's been a deadbeat the whole time. And I have videos where I can pull up. He says, I haven't seen my daughter in 6 years. The mama won't let me see her and all this kind of stuff. He's such a liar. He's a habitual liar. See? And yeah, folk from Arkansas, they don't play that. My father's biological father was from Arkansas. Okay, my last name should have been Jones. but grandma was, she was creep crimping family. She was creep. You know how that goes. Okay, thanks, Louis Luck, for the super chat. I appreciate it. And then Sal says, I went up there and took a dump on those steps. Umar better clean on it. If I do a soundtrack, Sal, for the documentary, it'll take even longer. I mean, but it is what it is. If I do the soundtrack, somebody should on my step. That will be on there for sure. I'll pull the video up. I'll put the music on. Okay, thanks, Sal. I appreciate Super Chat. And everyone else, thank you so much for the support. I always appreciate it. Okay, I appreciate y'all. Okay, so let's get back to the video. Here we go. We got stuck on the what was this? So we got stuck on the nails, and Umar doesn't know that they're nails. And I know he know what that cupcake wrapper is, though. I guarantee you that. Okay, here we go. At least he got gloves on. I'm proud of him.
I don't know what this is. What is this? How you doing, beautiful? What is this, brothers and sisters? A pile of what? Does anybody know what this is?
My goodness.
What is this? A bunch of... What is this, family?
I can't believe this.
A screw, some kind of...
They're going to nail... It's not a screw, Umar. Screws have grooves in them. My goodness gracious. I've always been a handy person. I've always been, because when I grew up, I had to. Okay, my dad wasn't around, so I had to fix shit. And I learned how to fix it real good. Even to this day, I got a tool set and all kind of stuff in the garage, and because I have anyway. The point is that Umar, he has no clue. Screws have grooves in them, Umar, and you have to turn them in order to get the groove to go into whatever you're going into. You can use it with a screwdriver, or you can use a power tool. I have both. I actually prefer the power tool because I'm older. Whereas a nail, you don't screw them in, Umar. They usually go directly in like this. But this is y'all's. Yeah, they have threading. Okay, yeah. This is y'all's prince. This is your principal. This is you guys, your alpha male, as he calls himself. This is the person that's supposed to be opening up the school, and he's supposed to be a builder. And he shames other people, other black people. You guys ain't building anything. But this guy didn't even know what some nails are. It's crazy. The druggie in him probably thinks they're high. No, that's not an excuse, Louis Luck. Okay, a 50-year-old man should know what some nails are. I'm sorry. That's basic, especially if you're going to be doing this massive renovation project for 5.5 years. You should know what some nails are. Okay, Louis Luck. I know we're not using that excuse today. Not today. And if y'all think about it, back in 2005, when he put in his letter of resignation to the UNIA, it was from his vantage point because some money situations, because he wanted to renovate the second and third floor of this building, the UNIA building, which was right next door to this the sneaker store that his mama used to buy his sneakers from the 4th grade through his junior year in college. See, I got all of this because I've been going back to these older videos. I got all of it. It's all up here. Okay. I got my notes though too, but I can recall it. I can't remember nothing else, but I can remember that. But the point is that if he was going to engage in that type of a project back in 2005, why don't you know what the difference between nails and screws are, my guy? You guys don't know how frustrating it is for me because I'm into that kind of stuff. I've always been handy. You can call me like a handy man. My wife also says I'm quite handy. One thing she always says, I said, I know I can't help it because I got to go for it. All right. Thanks for the super chat. We can't make excuses for him. No, not even to turn the heat down at this point. Maybe a couple of years ago, but not at this point, Louis. I catch my drift. All right. Thank you. Iceman Fam says, those are nails, Umar, the things that you can use to hang up your background sheet. When you sitting in that closet when he's sitting in his barber closet, that's what you can use. But that's not what he used, Iceman Vamp. He don't use nails. He probably used the pen, the push pins. I guarantee you that's what he used. He used push pins and he pins it up there and he sits there in that fortified chair. I need to get a new chair too, so I shouldn't be talking. Okay, but it don't look like that. All right. And again, I know for a fact that he's been living there since 2019. Okay? And then there's older videos too, where he's living in different places, and it's not his actual residence. I have the receipt, like when he had his last residence, when he's on the paperwork as the primary. I would have to go back and look at the receipts, but I have all that information too. The idea that this guy's going to open up a school, he's not even organized in his own life, and that's why this saga continues to this day. All right. Thanks, Iceman Vamp, and thanks, Lewis Luck. There's another fly in here. I'm telling you, I'm going to warn you once. No, I'm going to warn you. I'm going to warn you now. I'm going to give you a couple more chances, and if you keep it up, then I'll have to do what I did to the other one. I don't want to do it because I feel bad about, hurting animals. I've always been like that. I'll apologize to him. I'll say a prayer to him, for him. That's just how I am. But he's sitting right here, he or she. I'm letting you know right now. Okay. All right. Now I'm fair. Okay. I've given him plenty of warnings. All right. Someone said those are Umar's flies. Umar probably will cut himself. Yeah, well, the thing is that the idea that he's going to open up a school, he should know how to use basic tools, and he should, come on, everyone, he should at least know the difference between a screw and a nail. Okay, all right. Okay, let's get back to it. Here we go. He gonna put him in the trash. Oh my God. Umar, he just he just throws them down. That's Umar, though. That's like when he flipped that phone one time. When he flipped that phone, what year was that? Anybody remember what year that was when he flipped that phone? It was after 2019. Yeah, it was. I think it was in 2019 because he said we're in the process of moving. So at that point, he had already acquired the trap bandos. This Umar saga is crazy. And it brings up another issue with the timeline that I don't think I had correct, but as I'm getting all of these receipts in order and putting together a bona fide timeline. But anyway, I'll get all that inside the document. That's my mind is in that mode these days. I've been staying up late like I would when I was young, working on stuff. Need to cut it out. This guy just takes the nails and just throws them down. He doesn't even bother to, but see, something like that you wouldn't put in one of those little flimsy plastic bags anyway. You guys catch my drift? You don't do that. And you guys know why? Because it only takes one little puncture for it to open up a hole. And then as you continue to pick up trash, that hole will get bigger and bigger as the weight compacts. And at a certain point, everything's going to fall through the bag. See, it's simple stuff like this. Umar, he don't even get that. It's crazy. Oh, that was in 2020? Okay. Yeah, I would have to go back and see for sure. I do know that in 2019, he was living in his mom. So at that time, he was living inside the mama house. All right, here we go. Oh, man. This is, at least he got them all in there. But you know what you should do? Or a bit of advice, sir, just bring the bag over there to the nails instead of getting the nails and walking back and forth. You see what I'm saying? Anyway. This is so embarrassing. He's supposed to be an alpha male. My kids be saying that. I don't even know what that means. They be saying busting all the time. Yeah, them Tyler's, boy, they will eat up in Cheerios. You ain't lying about that. Yeah, Brian, he don't have any work ethic. And it's been like this for 5.5 years with these trap bandos. Look at this guy.
Peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism.
This is a clown show. See how he's trying to get the logo in there? This is such a clown. I mean, I'm embarrassed for this guy. What's up, last call? Y'all crazy. He said breathing like a yeah, Puff. It turned the heat down, the Puff the Magic turned the heat down dragon. That's what it is. Some of y'all younger people don't know what I'm talking about. And Alpha Male with them rainbow. I don't think they're a rainbow. Are they rainbow? Come on. I don't think they're rainbow. I just think they're very colorful. As Umar would say, they're very moist. I don't do that. I don't use that. Listen, I was watching Pocket Watch with JT. He's very patient with his callers, but someone called in. He was real patient with him. And it was so clear. The Pocket Watch with JT, his intellect was so far advanced compared. I don't mean to say it that way, but it was so far advanced to the guy that was calling in. At the end, he said, now that we're done, something to the effect, now that we're done with this caller whose comments he had some very moist comments. I almost fell off my chair laughing. That was so funny. Anyway, these, as Umar would say, these sneakers, these rainbow sneakers are very moist. All right, I shouldn't even be saying them kind of terms, but I'm saying what someone else said. Not that I'm saying it. Okay, I'm saying it, but you know. Okay, thanks, Louis Luck. No, Umar's 50. He was born in 19. Wait a minute, is he 49? He was born in 1974. In August. Yeah, he's 50. He turned 50 this year, August 21st. His father went into the military the following year. He went into the not the Army, not the Navy. He was a Marine, and he started off as a automobile technician, like a mechanic, but then he progressed, and when he retired, he was a drill sergeant. That's how I know. As I'm putting this timeline together, he's 50 now. 50 and doesn't even know the difference between a nail. Well, that's wild, man. Really quick, Scotty says, whatever happened to the analysis video LenonHonor did for the umbrella music? I have all that still on my website. Matter of fact, I got to fix something on my website too. I haven't been over there in a while, but I got a message from someone. Anyway, one of the things I'm noticing now with the P. Diddy stuff is a lot of stuff I was talking about like 20 years ago is proven to be true. You know, when I was in my conspiracy theory days, a lot of the stuff that I was talking about, and I mainly focused on the entertainment industry, and a lot of that stuff has proven to be true. Not all of it was true, okay? Because I was lost my mind in that stuff, but there's a significant portion of it that actually, you know, and with the P. Diddy thing, people have to understand that it's not just P. Diddy, it's the institution itself. It's the entertainment industry. And there's plenty of other people who are involved and have been doing these types of things for a very long time, going all back to Disney. Okay, I'm not saying that these specific things, but I'm talking about the programming was there. Just like with in hip hop, all the programming was there. So when we hear these types of things coming out, if you guys listen to the music or back in the day, you hear it. It's all there. You know, it's never been, hip hop has never been respectful towards women. And what we see behind the scenes is just that's just what was allowed to just push the edge of what was socially acceptable. But it wasn't indicative of the levels of depravity behind the scenes that were going on and still go on to this day. I'm talking about in the hip hop world. See, that's why KRS-One, he could do a video called 13 and Good. He do a rap song called 13 and Good and then actually have it as a video. It's still on YouTube, last time I checked. See, so this all to say that a lot of stuff I was talking about back then, you know, it actually proved to be true. It's just that I lost myself so deeply into that stuff where, you know, it's truly unfortunate. Okay, but it's life. Okay, you move on, you grow, you move on. I can't read this. Remy Labu, aka Gambit. Oh, okay. I'll say Gambit. I used to love me some X-Men back in the day. I used to collect the comic books back in the day. X-Men, and then they had Wolverine comic books. The younger people probably don't even know what that is. I met Umar Johnson before, and oh Lord, he smelled like old age hog heads, cheese, and whiskey. He is about to make a name for himself. Well, he doesn't take care of himself. He doesn't bathe properly. He doesn't groom himself properly. I'm not going to say that that's always been the case, but I do know that he really struggles with that. When he flipped the phone and showed his living conditions, there's no way that someone's going to live in those living types of filth. And I can pull up the video and show it to you all and be clean. There's no way. See, and I'll just say this with my children. Sometimes I get frustrated because I like stuff being clean. I'm just like that. I've always been like that. But my children, some of them, not all of them, but they just don't like cleaning up after themselves, and they think they got all these things. And I'm saying, you got time? What you talking about? I said, I got a full-time job. I got a part-time job on YouTube, and I'm taking care of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, and yesterday I was like, yeah, we were all eating, and I said, okay, well, make sure you guys leave all your dishes up here so that I'll have something to do tomorrow. Everyone started laughing. I say, yeah, it's funny, y'all, but y'all need to clear up. But anyway, the point is that I can get it if you're like a child, because that's what happens for most children. But when you reach a certain age, you would think that you would take care of those types of things. And you would also make sure that you're bathing properly and your face isn't all greasy. Umar, his face is always greasy. And it's been like this for quite some time. It hasn't always been like this, but it's been like this for a long time now. And it just goes to show you the lack of care. I think it has to do with some serious mental health issues. But people need to put this in perspective, that if he's not even taking care of himself, he doesn't know how to take care of himself. He can't even put a life together for himself, living inside his mama closet. Then why would you think that he's somehow mentally capable or even physically capable at this point, at 50 years old, to open up and run a school? See what I'm saying, Gambit? See? So I'm not surprised by this at all. You can look at a person and tell. Okay, you can just tell that they don't take care of themselves. And Umar, he stopped taking care of himself a long time ago. Based on my research, Gambit, and for everyone else, and I said this, I think, in the last live stream. Based on my research, I think that Umar always struggled with some. He has ADHD. He's admitted it. Okay, and I'll make sure that I have that inside the documentary. He's admitted, and that's one of the reasons why he's so adamant about denying that it exists. No, it does exist. And people have to be taught the tools needed to be able to cope with it. Just like any other, like me, I have anxiety, and in particular dealing with children. Like if I go to the store, and I don't mean to say too much, I just want to give you guys an example because I'm not trying to act like I'm on some high horse. If I'm at the store and you know how they have the carts and the children be sitting in them carts, whenever these parents have these kids standing up in the carts, I lose my mind. I don't know why, I'm thinking the worst and they're pushing the cart and the kid is going like this and then they hold on to, and this anxiety, it just comes up really, really bad. One time, and it hasn't happened, but maybe twice in my life, but recently I was at Walmart and this lady had her daughter inside the cart. She was standing up in the cart. She had two kids. One of them was sitting down inside where you put the food in, not the seating part. I said, at least put the child anyway. But one of the kids was sitting down. The other one was standing up inside the cart. And I'm walking, but I remember because I got post-traumatic on this one because I was inside the ice cream section in the Walmart. I was walking through. And I was walking, and the lady started moving the cart, and the little girl kind of does like this because she gets them off balance. It's not like she was about to fall over, but I go like this. And the lady looked, and I was just like, oh, I'm sorry. And then she says, okay, well, baby, talk to the girl. Go on, sit down. Okay, was it really that serious? No. Okay, but I have anxiety about that. My wife would tell you, and it just messes me up every single time. Okay, so no one is perfect. We all have our little hang-ups, mental hang-ups. Okay, that's one of mine. All right. Umar has some serious ones, and he does have ADHD. He's admitted it. See, but what he has done is he has put together a whole program to try to dissuade people or to persuade people that ADHD does not exist. See, but that's because he has that issue. That's quite dangerous if you really think about it. So this all to say that with all of Umar Johnson's issues at this point, when things aren't treated and he doesn't get the type of help and learn the type of coping mechanism that he's going to need to deal with whatever mental health challenges he's having, and he has quite a few, it's evident to me, then he will continue to deteriorate. And that's why as I've gone through these Umar Johnson files, you can see it year by year. At this point, he don't even take care of himself. Remy, he don't, you can just look at him, Thanks for the soup chat. Okay, I didn't mean to go off. Let me get to these other soup chats, then we get back to the video. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, I got the rainbow sneakers. Album with the rainbow sneakers. He thinks Jesus was stapled. I get what you're saying here. He wasn't nailed to the cross. He was stapled to the cross. Okay, all right, I got you. Now that's okay. All right, I didn't think about that for a second. Okay, I got you, D. Tony says, I implore you all to watch Pocket Watcher's last video about Umar, the Umar defender at the end of the video. Yeah, I know. But Pocket Watch JT, he has some serious patience. I don't have that level of patience anymore. I used to, but I don't have it like that. Excuse me. You guys make sure you check that video out when you guys have some time. Yeah, I apologize. I need to give me something to drink. Okay. Thanks, Tori, again, for the super chat. But Pocket Watch JT, at the end of that, it was amazing. I was sitting back like he has the ultimate patience, and he handled that very, very well. So shout out to Pocket Watch JT. Okay, thanks, Tony. Excuse me, Tori. I was gonna say, well, may the force be with you, but this is the way. Good Twin Performing the AK says, I'll pay for you and Umar to share. No, that ain't gonna never happen. Okay. Now, if he wanted to sit down and we can chat, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing it. I wouldn't hold it against him, hold anything that he's done or said against him. He's one of the people that was saying that he not only did he say that I was gay, but he also said that I was messing with children. And out of all people, he's the last person to be talking about that, because he's the one that said that when he opens up this school, when the children are going to be paying $500 a month, that he's going to have the boys come back in the evening time dressed in suits, and they're going to get together and they're going to feed them and all this stuff, and then they're going to cuddle by the fire. That's what he said. But again, Umar, I would let all that go, and he doxed my personal information and told his goony goons to come up and see me and all this kind of stuff. And if we sat down and had a one-on-one interview, and he would have to answer all questions honestly, which is impossible for him because he's a habitual liar, I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. If Umar wanted to come up right now, he can do so. Yeah, I wouldn't hold it against him. Same thing with Jamal. Jamal used to get on my nerves. Talking about Jamal Johnson, Umar Johnson's daddy. He used to get on my nerves, but as I'm done all this research, I wouldn't mind talking with the guy again. Okay? And I'll probe and get more information. You know, like for instance, he marries Umar Johnson's, and then we get back to it. He marries Umar Johnson's mother, and Umar and the kids and the mama moved down to North or South Carolina, one of the Carolinas, and they're on base, or at least close to base, because that's where he was stationed at that time, Jamal Johnson. But they're only down there just for enough time after they get married. Okay, I think Umar was in the 6th grade. I can pull it up. Let me just make sure I got my time right. But they're together just long enough for Jamal Johnson to change the children's names, but he wouldn't have the authority to change the name unless he was married. So this is one of the things that keeps popping up in my mind. In fact, here, let me just do this real quick, because as I'm doing this research, I have so many different questions. This would be an excellent question I would ask Jamal. He probably wouldn't answer honestly, though, because he lies too. He lied about being a descendant of Frederick Douglass. They're not. There's no DNA evidence that proves that whatsoever. Okay. And they can pull up the book about the Bailey, and I'm not going to say too much. They can pull that up, but just because it's written and it's inside of a book doesn't mean it's true. DNA does not lie. Right? But let me just pull this up real quick, and we get back to it. So if we take a look right here, and let me just put, and let me take this off too right quick, if you don't mind, good twin. And I'll take myself off too. This is the first timeline from 1972 to 1994. And if you guys look right here, Umar, he's in Philadelphia in 1979 at the age of 5. 1st grade, he's 6 years old. And then I believe, yeah, this is where Umar actually answers this question. And so I'll have the exact, I still have to update this. Anyway, 1981, that's when Umar, he's in the 2nd grade. He's 7 years old, and Jamal marries Barbara, and Barbara is Umar Johnson's mother. But Umar gives a story that in 1982, when he's 8 years old, of how they were like on a military base and he sees an alien. Okay. And he says how he went to his parents, and that would mean his mother and father, who were married at that time. And that's in 1982. But in 1983, they divorced. So what's interesting about this is that Umar Johnson's name is changed in 1982 by Jamal, because his name prior to that was Jermaine Shoemake, and his mother's name is Barbara Shoemake. So you can ask the question, why was it Umar named after his father from birth, and that's because they weren't married. But by the time that they do get married, that's in and around 1981, 1982, they end up moving down to Jacksonville, North Carolina, and that's where the name change takes place. But see, Jamal Johnson wouldn't have that authority to change the children's name unless he went through the, who knows, he may not even be on the birth certificate. I have no idea, but he wouldn't have the authority to do so unless they were married. I'm going to assume that, okay? And if that's incorrect, matter of fact, I'm speculating here. I'm not going to put that in the document. Let me just say that just to be clear, be clear here. This is what my theory is. My theory is, and this speculation at this point, is that Jamal Johnson decided to marry Barbara so that he can change the children's name. And he didn't just change Umar's name. He changed most of the children's names, if not all of them, that he had with Barbara. But then the following year, he divorces Barbara. Isn't that interesting? And that's why Umar has to go back to Philadelphia. So for fourth grade, he goes back to Meade Elementary. Okay, and then he's there from fourth to fifth at Meade. Sixth grade, he's still at Meade, and that's when he's told that by his father that he's related to FDMG. And I asked a question, and you members, you'll see this in the origins, chapter 1, origins of the documentary. You'll see that soon. That in 1985, Umar was in the sixth grade. He was at Meade Elementary, and that's when he was told that he was related to Frederick Douglass, and he was told that by his father, Jamal. And I posed the question in the documentary, well, why didn't Jamal tell him that prior to Umar being in the 11th grade? See? Again, Umar was born in 1974. Jamal Johnson, he enters the military in 1975. He joins the Marines. So he wasn't consistently in Umar Johnson's life. I'm not saying that he was absent, but he wasn't consistent. Okay, he was in South Carolina, North Carolina. He was in Okinawa, Japan. He was in Virginia, Quantico. He was in Okinawa again. You see, Paris, South Carolina. He was also in Korea, but I don't know the exact. It may have been this one right here in 1984. I couldn't get the information on this. I researched it. Anyway, he didn't retire until 1985. And then when he retires, he actually starts working at the post office, and that's where he meets his second wife, Bernice, rest in peace, and he marries her in 1987 when Umar's 13. And in that same year, see, if he marries Bernice, rest in peace, in 1987, you would think that he was dealing with Bernice prior to that, and that he wasn't living in the same home with Umar. Umar actually says that his mama was a single mother. But why would you change the name of the children? Marry Barbara in 1981 or 1982, change the name of the children, and then divorce her the following year. And then 4 years later, marry Bernice, rest in peace. And then that same year, ship Umar off from living with his mother that Jamal Johnson divorced. That's what I'm saying. There's much, much more going on to this story. I don't have all of the pieces, but my speculation is that Jamal married Barbara simply to be able to be in a position to change the children's name. And then for them to be able to come down and have the benefits of being down in Jackson, North Carolina with him. But that also put, for later on down the line, 6 years later, excuse me, not even 6 years, 5 years later, it sets Umar up to where he can go to the Scotland School for Veterans Children, because he would be listed as Jamal's child in that. And Umar was the only person that was shipped off. Anyway, these are some of the things, again, speculation. I have to say that here. But as I'm putting together this timeline, there's so many different unanswered questions. That's why I wouldn't mind talking with Jamal one-on-one, and Umar too, just for the research purposes. But I know one thing, Umar is a habitual liar. And I know that Jamal Johnson continues to lie about being related to Frederick Douglass. There is no genetic connection whatsoever. That's already been proven by a DNA test. And the fact that he would continue to lie about that, it speaks to character and it speaks to honor. That's why when people bring up that term honor, it just bothers me, because if you're not honorable, you shouldn't be bringing it up. And the honorable thing to do would just to admit that no, there's no genetic connection between myself and the Baileys. See, that's what he should have done. And I said in the documentary that either Jamal Johnson was misinformed and he passed that misinformation down to Umar, or he lied. Okay? It's one of the two. The fact still remains. And what I do know, and this isn't speculation, is that they're not related to Frederick Douglass, okay? At all. Okay. Let's get back to it, everyone. I've been running my mouth. We got 890 people in the building. We will be back tomorrow, too, by the way. There is a poll. If you guys haven't voted on the poll, please take the time to do so. Did Umar's most recent FDMG update video prove me wrong about FDMG? 80% said no, and 20% said yes. 783 people have voted. Make sure you get your vote in as quickly as possible. And if you have not subscribe, please subscribe. I don't ask people to, but I'll ask now. Why not? And then if you're enjoying the show, please hit the like button. Okay, as West Nile 21 so eloquently stated. Thank you so much. Okay, this flies back. Oh, that's the second warning. All right. Okay, that's the second warning. Okay, let's get back to the video. Did I get to all the super chats too? By the way, let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, I got it. Thanks again, good twin, and thanks Tori, Remy. And Lewis, like everybody else, I appreciate it. All right, here we go. Well, them steps are so dirty. I can't believe it. It's been like that for such. Look at the building.
We gotta.
You see how dirty these buildings are? I mean, I'm embarrassed. The trees are overgrown. I will be so embarrassed. Look at this. This guy's collected millions of dollars. Look how dirty these buildings are. I don't think it even registers with this guy.
We gotta keep the campus clean, brothers and sisters.
Yeah, 78 vet.
We gotta keep the campus clean, brothers and sisters.
He said the same thing.
With my Toronto, Canada Africans.
Here you go. Here you go.
I'm looking forward to seeing my Toronto Africans.
You need to get that pressure washed. I remember that game.
I ain't seen my Toronto Africans in 12 years. All my Toronto queens better have a big hug waiting for me.
Here you go. Look at these trees, boy. It's like a jungle.
All my Toronto, Canada queens better have a big hug waiting for me.
He's so thirsty.
When you having to find your second wife convention? I need that convention, man.
Cut it out. We gonna do the conscious singles though.
We've been talking about the conscious singles for like a decade. I was thinking about in the documentary, just putting up like promises. There's so many of them. He's made like literally hundreds of promises of stuff he's gonna do. And I kid you not. Back in the day, Umar said that he just be running his mouth and just be coming up with some shit. It amazes me. And then he just don't say it, but he says it. I don't get that. Why? How could you do that? I mean, if you're gonna come up with some, just don't say it. But he says it. I kid you not. He said that he's gonna have something to the effect of an FDMG Black Conscious Special Olympics. Because he liked calling the kids retarded. Somehow they got on to that. He says, yeah, you know, they were the retarded ones or something like that. I have to put that. I said, I said, did he just say that they're gonna have a FDMG Black Conscious? Well, I said, this guy. And the Black Singles Convention is another one of them. We can put together a whole list. A Black Vegan Sports Bar. One time he said we're gonna have a cruise, the Big Papa cruise, the Black Conscious cruise down to the Caribbean, and then they're gonna go to Cuba, then they're gonna go down to the South America to go see the pyramids. I said, what is this guy talking about? But he just be coming up with all kind of stuff. Nothing ever comes into fruition. Now, Umar he threw 2 parties up there at them trap bandos. I've always given him credit for that. 2 parties in 5.5 years, but he had Black women organize all that. He was up there looking goofy. He had all these Black women come down to help him to do that because he don't have no organization skills. He also wrote 2 books. Okay, they're not peer reviewed, and there's no source material in that book, which is absolutely ridiculous. If you have a side D, you did all these years, but you don't source any material. Something's wrong there. Okay. Outside that, I can't think of anything. In all of my years of research in Umar, those are the only things that I can think of. Now, there has to be other things. There has to be. We can't say he opened up a school. We can't say that he did the Black Vegan Sports Bar. But there has to be something. in all the years that I researched Umar, and going all the way back to the UNI days, back in 2005, over 20 years, just that time period, I can't think of anything outside of that Umar that's tangible that Umar's actually done. And throwing some parties, that's really nothing anyway. But the point is that Umar, he throws all kinds of stuff out there and never comes to pass. And this is another one. Okay? Why is the street cleaner? Why is that's a good question, Iceman Vamp. Why is the street cleaner than the school? The school, as I say. And this you can look and you can tell. Now they recently paved it, so it looks a lot nicer. It looked like it rained a little bit, but these trap vandals, when the rain gets on it, that rain is ouch. You put some soap on it. That soap. You done? All right. Thanks for super chat, Iceman Vamp. Well, let's get back to it. Let me stop running mouth. Here we go.
I got my first wife Puerto Rican. I need another.
I hear you. I hear you.
He said his first wife is Puerto Rican. He need a black wife now. Whoever this guy is talking about. But yeah, and listen, you're right about that, Iceman Vamp. Look at these trap vandals are filthy.
He said his first wife is Afro-Boricua.
He
said his first wife is Afro-Boricua. He need him an American African queen.
Maybe he did say that. Let me go back because I want to know. American African. What is that?
I ain't seen my Toronto Africans in 12 years. All my Toronto queens better have a big hug waiting for me. All my Toronto, Canada queens better have a big hug waiting for me.
When you having to find your second wife convention? I need that convention, man.
Cut it out. We gonna do the conscious singles though.
I got my first wife Puerto Rican. I need a black.
Umar's such a liar. You see what I'm saying? Just simple stuff like that. Why you lie, Craig? You ain't got a lot to kick it. He lies about everything. In that video, the interview that he did with the comedian guy from back in the day, he was funny too. He was on Def Jam and everything. He has a beard now, really nice looking beard too. I hope I can get. I mean, because I can grow mine in, it'll look like that. But I still got a little bit of black in it. But when it gets all gray, I'm gonna let it all grow out like that because that's when the queens they really gonna be. They're gonna be trying to get my cookie. He said that he started in the UNIA. He gave the whole timeline of when he started. He says, and I've been there since. So I said, no, you weren't. What are you talking about? You put in your resignation letter in 2005. He lies about everything. And then here he is right here. Hit the one if you heard him lie. I've been telling people this guy's a habitual liar, and he'll lie about stuff that's not even necessary to lie about. That's called he's a habitual liar. I know I'm not the only one. Yeah, Michael Collier or something like that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Where's he at in the front? Okay. Yeah, he does meet with Donnell too. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna be right back. I'll let this play. I gotta meet with this guy right here. Gotta look at the HVAC. Here we go. I'll be right back.
I hear you. I hear you. He said his first wife is Afro-Boricua. He said his first wife is Afro-Boricua. He need him an American African queen. I'm picking up trash, brothers and sisters. I live for Kerry, mind your business. Y'all see the city gave us a new street. Y'all see the blacktop? The city gave us a new blacktop. Y'all see it? We got a nice, fresh, new blacktop. We getting ready, baby. It's almost that time. We got a fresh black street. Hold on, tornado. Who your favorite African hero, African American hero?
Who your favorite African American hero?
You ain't got Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Fannie Lou Hamer, Mary McLeod Bethune, Winnie Mandela, Queen Nzinga, Ya Asante Wa. You better get them some books, princess. I'm gonna put that on you. Anybody need a bed? Somebody drop the bed off. I don't appreciate this. Somebody dropped the baby bed off. That's a crib. Somebody dropped the crib. Who need a crib bed? Anybody need a crib bed? Who need a crib bed, family? Somebody need a crib bed? Snow bunny hoppers, don't you need a white bed for your white bunny? Snow bunny hoppers, don't you need a white bed for your white bunny? Snow bunny hoppers, don't y'all need a bed? Thirsty YouTubians, don't you need a bed? Anybody need a cot? Anybody need a bed for their snow bunny? We got a free snow bunny mattress.
I'm sorry. Let me rewind this, because I heard him say something about a bed. Hold on, everybody. I apologize.
Fresh new blacktop. We getting ready, baby. It's almost that time. We got a fresh black street.
he acts like he's the one that put this together. It reminded me of one time they were out there doing construction work. It looked like they were doing like the pipe work or something to that effect. It might have been electrical wires or whatever, and they were tearing up the street in order to get it done. And Umar gets up there and was acting like they were there doing construction on these buildings. The guy lies so much. Anybody remember that? Hit the one. It had nothing to do with Umar and FDMG. It was just a city doing work, But he gets out there with his camera and he's like, yeah, we're getting that work done. I said, this guy is such a scammer. This guy scams so much. It's ridiculous. Here we go. Yeah, y'all remember that. What's up, Taz Dad? Tazzy Taz in the building. And Brother LeBay.
Hold on, Tornado. Who your favorite African hero? African American hero?
Who your favorite African American hero?
You see how they trying to that's how I know he ain't raised no kids. These little girls didn't want to be on camera. I ain't gonna even rewind it, but you guys see that? They didn't want to be on camera. But Umar, he's so intrusive and he ain't raised no kids. You don't do that to other people's kids. So if you want to get your ass whipped, you do something like that. I know these days people be on their phone and stuff, but if you're gonna stop some little girls and it be one of my daughters, I'm standing there. He ain't raised no kids. He ain't raised no daughters. You wouldn't want anybody doing some strange dude up here looking like Pookie up at these trap bandos, looking like a bum with some rainbow shoes on. You wouldn't want them talking to your daughter and recording them and having them on live stream, would you? What interview fathers out there, is that acceptable to you? So if it's not acceptable to you, you wouldn't want them doing it to your daughter. Would you do it to somebody else's daughter or to any little girl? No, you wouldn't do that. That just goes to show you he ain't raised no kids. He ain't concerned about their safety or anything like that. He just uses it as an opportunity.
You ain't got Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Fannie Lou Hamer.
And he up here yelling. See, this is Umar. This is Umar's way of asserting dominance over the little girls, but also to relate to his followers that, listen, I'm so smart and I'm going to name all these names. They don't know any of these names, but I'm going to name all these names. This is the type of a narcissistic, I don't even know. I've studied Umar long enough to know what he's doing. You see how he's raising his voice, but he wants to assert dominance over the little girls, but he wants his followers who are watching this like, okay, yeah, but look how smart he is. They don't know these things. And look, he's telling them. That's like he's educating them. Oh, now the school's real. I know it's twisted logic, extremely twisted, but that's Umar. See? But if you are a father of girls or boys, to that matter, but girls in particular, and you really about that life, you wouldn't want anybody, and you wouldn't do it to anybody else's kid, girl either. You wouldn't want any stranger just coming up recording them and then following them. You see this? Look at Umar. See, this ain't no different than what he was doing. Well, it is different because he was focused on these little girls' body parts inside those college tour videos. Okay.
Mary McLeod Bethune, Winnie Mandela, Queen.
See, this is what you call stalking. Hit the one. And it's disturbing too. It is. Now that I'm thinking about it. The documentary is going to be like 6 hours long. There's so much more I want to put in there. I can put this in there just as another example. If you men, you know what I'm talking about.
Zinga, Ya Asante Wa. You better get them some books, princess. I'm going to put that on you.
He's such a loser. Umar, you're such a loser. You're a clout-chasing loser. I'm going to say it 3 times. You're a clout-chasing loser. You're a clout-chasing loser. And for you to do these little girls like that, it just speaks to your character. So you got to make it all about you and how you big papa and how you're all in control. You're actually following these little girls. That's what you call stalking. You're following these little girls. They don't want nothing to do with you. They don't want to be on camera. You didn't ask for permission, but you're going to do it anyway because, well, anyway, let me stop. You're going to get me up here cursing, and I'm trying to cut back on that. This is y'all's principle. That's what I'm saying. Leave them turn alone. You can tell they was uncomfortable. I can tell. But Umar don't even register because he's like that. Their favorite superhero is Umar. Yeah. This is the way. Okay, bad. Okay, all right. I needed that laugh. I was getting upset. Thanks, D, for super chat. Thanks, I just don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let's see who he harasses next. Let's go and see.
Anybody need a bed? Somebody drop the bed off. I don't appreciate
what? I'm not surprised though. I'm just like, what? This is a baby's bed too. This is a toddler's bed. This ain't no regular bed. Somebody said this baby grown. This baby done turned 7. This baby got to get out of the house. They got to get you a job. This baby grown. It is. I know. Listen, I know. We was holding on to them, keep them baby beds for a long time. We was holding on too long. Legs and feet all off the end. Somebody said, you know what? We got to move on from this. We can't have this, this 6'2" toddler. Let me stop. No, I don't. No, I sure don't. Say, Umar has a PhD in yeah, he got a certification in stupidity as well. Thanks, Meryl. Thanks for super chat. Yeah, he's something else. Umar is something else. Now he dealing with this baby bed. Let's see what he got to say. Thanks for the super chat. Here we go.
There's somebody dropped the baby bed off. That's a crib. Somebody dropped the crib. Who need a crib bed? Anybody need a crib bed?
What? Umar just gonna leave it there. Watch. He ain't gonna move it. Where he gonna put it?
Who need a crib bed, family? Somebody need a crib bed.
Oh no! There's a McDonald's bag next to it. What in the world is going on at this? It's told you a trip to kick a spot. They got these kids, this toddlers from McDonald's, and they was walking home. The baby got tired. They said, let's go put the bed right here. Take a nap. And when you get up, we're going to have some fries. And we're going to take you. It looked like a McDonald's bag. Maybe Burger King. Anybody want to take a guess in the Cookie Crush chat? No. Yeah, he said a crib bed. Yeah, I know. This is Umar. That's how you know he ain't raised no kids. He said a crib bed. His head big enough, Boston man. Okay, let's get moving. We've been goofing off. I've been goofing off too. Yeah, he said crib bed. I thought he said crib bed at first. I was like, oh no. Umar was sleeping there, that McDonald's. I heard that time Umar was talking about McDonald's. Yeah, let's go.
Snow bunny hoppers, don't you need a white bed for your white bunny? Snow bunny hoppers, don't you need a white bed for your white bunny? Snow bunny hoppers, don't y'all need a bed? Thirsty YouTubians, don't you need a bed? Anybody need a cot?
There you go. It's not a cot, Umar. That's something totally different. He ain't even going. I told you he ain't going. I told everyone that he wasn't going to actually do anything with it. It's probably still sitting up there to this day. Probably. I mean, what's he going to do? Put it in his rental car? Yeah. Not checkers. This is trash, not checkers.
Anybody need a bed for their snow bunny?
Come on now, Umar.
We got a free snow bunny mattress.
Man, it's trash all over the place.
Look at that fresh black top. Look at that fresh black top. FDMG. Yes, sir. How's it going, God? Thanks for the love, man. Yes, sir. We getting close. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Thank you, black man. All right.
He said, I love you, brother. I don't have no personal relationship. He was like, balls. I'm just playing. It amazed me. Umar, why don't you just carry the trash bag with you?
Now. All right.
There you go. Now he's figuring it out.
Who coming to the 3rd annual FDMG festival?
What's up, Q brother? Yes, this just keeps going. This guy done collected $2.7 million. He could be at 3 by now, but I'll go with 2.6, 2.7, and not one child has been educated. I'm working on a documentary too that covers his whole life leading up to present. And Umar conceptualized FDMG back in 2005. Okay, it's been 5.5 years since he acquired these abandoned buildings up there, and not one child's been educated to date. Millions of dollars. Yeah, shout out to Cuba.
Who coming to the 3rd annual FDMG festival? Who coming to the 3rd annual FDMG festival? Grand opening.
Like garden gloves. Damn.
Somebody was getting twisted. Somebody was getting twisted, brothers and sisters.
Blue agave, okay.
Somebody was getting twisted. Yeah.
Man, he's struggling. You too old for this, Umar.
The Black Mount Rushmore. The Black Mount Rushmore, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, the Prophet Nat Turner, the Most Honorable Frederick Douglass, the Most Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey,
Captain Crunch.
And then you have King Kong consciousness himself, the Prince of Pan-Africanism.
What's going on with his leg? Why is it? It's all twisted up. Why his legs so short? One of his feet is curved all in. What's going on? I don't understand. You're about 5'5" in this picture.
You know what it is. Stop playing with me. You know what it is. Stop playing with me.
Well, these buildings are filthy.
Look at that black top, nice and smooth.
Look at all that black mold over there.
I need a decorating committee for my office. I need 4 queens to come decorate the principal's office.
He said this in 2020.
I need 4 queens to come decorate the principal's office. Where the queens at? I need 4 queens to come decorate the principal's office.
Look at that crib bed from over there.
Wilmington, Delaware Africans, I greatly appreciate it if y'all stop littering on the school property. Wilmington,
he said the same thing.
Delaware Africans, I'm talking to you. You know I got nothing but love for my Wilmington, Delaware Africans. Y'all been a big source of support, but can y'all please stop dumping on my campus? I don't know why y'all dropped off the baby bed. I guess you don't want to pay no more child support, so you got rid of the crib. That's some shit. You ain't want to pay no more child support, so you said, I'm going to take the crib bed to FDMG. We don't need no crib bed, African. We don't need no crib bed, African. Somebody said the snow bunny might have dropped off the crib bed. Somebody said the snow bunny might have dropped off the crib bed.
He's burping and everything. That dog keeps barking in the background. I'm getting annoying.
Stop dropping this shit off, man. Come on now. Delaware, y'all got to ride with me.
You're abandoned
Peace and
building.
love, brother. How you doing? All right, man. Good to see you, brother.
It's gonna be open.
Real soon, brother. We hoping to be open by the end of the year. Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'll be right back.
Whenever you come to this campus, make sure you rub the sacred red, black, and green stone. Whenever you come to the most honorable Frederick Douglass in the most honorable Marcus Garvey campus, make sure you rub the red, black, and green stone. This is the sacred stone of the FDMG campus. I want to give a special shout out to Sister Sharon and Sister Pilar, who repainted it a couple years ago. And another shout out to Sister Sharon, who repainted it a couple weeks ago, because the enemies of Ifa Tunde and FDMG, they love to vandalize us, brothers and sisters, but we still here. This is the sacred stone right now. We still here. The sacred stone. Look at all the beta males talking shit on my live, you dusty. You know what? Don't let me find your queen. You know what's going to happen. Don't let me find your queen, brother. Black women, if you got a dusty beta male who don't like Dr. Umar for a king, let me know. You're going to be the first one on the date with the doctor. You're going to be the first one on the date with the sisters. If your king is a Dr. Umar hater, you're going to be the first one on date with the doctor.
Okay, everyone. I apologize. I'm back. Got some HVAC issues. They'll be resolved tomorrow, though. You know what the issue is. I got to go back. I apologize because I don't want to miss anything. Hope y'all doing all right. Everyone, a good Chris chat.
Somebody said the snow bunny might have dropped off the crib bed.
What'd I miss?
Stop dropping this shit off, man. Come on now. Delaware, y'all got to ride with me. Peace and love, brother. How you doing? All right, man. Good to see you, brother.
It's gonna be open.
Real soon, brother. We hoping to be open by the end of the year.
That's in 3 months. This guy, like, it's ridiculous. So the school's going to open, the grand opening. Let's just say December of 2024. He already changed it to February of 2025, Black History Month. Then he changed it again to August 21st of 2025. Now he's saying it's going to be at the end of this year, 2014. You see what I'm saying? I know y'all probably like, well, what he always does. Yeah, but I have it all archived now. I can actually put a video together. Like, let's say if I spent about 5 hours tonight and just put together video sequence after sequence every single year where he changes the date. And not just one time, it could be he changed it from February of 2017, then he says August of 2017, then he changed it to August of 2018. And it just keeps going on and on and on. It's a scam.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Whenever you come to this campus, make sure you rub the sacred red, black, and green stone. Whenever you come to the most honorable Frederick Douglass in the most honorable mark.
What is sacred about it? Okay, this is just, I've never broken this down for you guys, but there's two things in this. One is that for Umar, this is it's really like a cult. It's like a child cult. In fact, when in my notes, whenever Umar speaks in terms of possessing other parents' children, meaning that they belong to him, it's really this idea of him having dominion like Sauron, the great deceiver. Umar is a great deceiver. I have to start using that more. He's like Sauron. He's a great deceiver. He wants to have dominion over other people's kids. That's why he spends a lot of time demeaning Black parents when he talks about Black parents. And then he'll say things like, I don't want them going back home to you because you go back to you or home to you. That's why he went to boarding school. They're going to be with me. Why would I want them to go back? You're part of the problem. But that has to do with possessing other people's children. Meanwhile, he's not even an active participant in his own children's life. But the psychology of someone believing that other people's children belong to them, that's concerning in and of itself. Okay, so that's one thing. So the reason why that's relevant is because oftentimes in these cults, there's usually some sort of metaphysical or spiritual or otherworldly type of dynamic that fits in there. It's really used as a manipulative tool, wherein the leader of the cult will use spirituality or metaphysics, or in this case, the sacred rock. There's nothing sacred about it. It's a rock that Father David wanted to make love to, as it were, but we're not going to get into that right now. But the point is that it has to be placed within the context of something spiritual or metaphysical or otherworldly, because then it leads credence to two things: to Umar as the cult leader. If this rock is sacred, then I must be sacred too, because I own this shit. Okay. But then also that this school is now sacred because this rock is here and it is sacred, therefore the school is sacred. But it's a cult dynamic. Okay? But there's another dynamic to this. And see, Umar, he was raised Muslim. And so when you have the what is it, the Kaaba, I think that's what it's called. Somebody, and I apologize, no disrespect. Okay, it's in Mecca. So this is just Umar sourcing some of the religious sensibilities that he was raised in. Okay, and I could be wrong In terms, I apologize. Okay, I don't. If anyone here, I don't want to be disrespectful or anything like that. I can go and look it up. But you got, yeah, the cobblestone. Okay. That's part of what this is about for Umar. He was raised as a Sunni Orthodox Muslim. Okay, and I don't know if those are the ones that do the Hajj or any of that stuff. I don't know. Again, excuse my ignorance, no disrespect, but this fits into the narrative of this being a sacred space, FDMG. But more importantly, it's the cult. If you guys don't mind, I have to tell you, this is one of the reasons why I have some serious concerns about Umar. Yeah, there it is right there. Okay, and from what I remember, it was a meteorite that had fallen and something to this effect. But as I've gone through Umar Johnson videos leading up to 2017, it's a lot of content too. Okay, but it pales into comparison how much content he's done since he acquired these trap bandos. Okay, he wasn't as active online. He started getting very active in 2014 because that money was coming in. But once we get into 2019, that's when it's going to be a challenge for me to get through all of those videos. But it may not even be necessary at that point to get through all of them. Okay. But one of my big concerns dealing with Umar, and I said it a long time ago, that he has no business being around children. And part of it is the sexualization of children and types of things that he said about children, and then him using his phone to video record these little girls and their body parts. But understand that in Umar's mind, based upon my research, there's something there that speaks to this notion or idea of having a cult. Not a traditional cult, but that there is a compound, and that in this compound, he keeps other people's children. And he holds dominion over other people's children. And he tells and he educates these other people's children. He once said, he talked to these black mothers, these single mothers, that he wants to take y'all's daughter. I can pull it up because I have it in my notes. He wants to take y'all's daughters, and he has to first teach them how to love themselves. And I thought to myself, who are you to think that you're going to teach someone else's child how to love themselves, as if the mother hasn't already done that? But he assumes that because he assumes that all these black parents are horrible. But you know what he's really talking about? His own personal experience. He's projecting there. It's twisted, it's deep, and it's a problem, because you put on top of that his general disposition towards females. I'm just saying females in terms of women and little girls. It's concerning. If you're going to be recording their body parts and then you want to take control of other people's children and have it like a compound cult type of situation, really what it is, it's a child cult. And then the women, the mothers of these children, are nothing more than concubines that he runs to. That's what this shit is all about. And if you guys don't believe me in terms of a compound, I can give you guys plenty of examples of this, but let me give you a preeminent example that I found in my research, and we shared it recently, but I'm going to share it for anyone here that didn't see it. Give me 1 second. Okay, it's not coming up, but I'm going to get it though. I have to show you guys this. Blueprints. Hold on 1 second. It should still be on my desktop. If not, I have to go into my iDrive. Yeah, it's not coming up there. Okay, no problem. Hold on 1 second. This was in 2014, chapters 2014. Okay, it's in here. All right. Let me pull this up, and I'll give you guys 2 examples. Okay, 2014. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. I'm thinking it's a video. It's not. Give me 1 second. I got to pull it over and just drop it in here. Let's do this one. This one. This one. And I'm going to pull this one up too, because this is really where you get into the compound aspect of this. It's actually very disconcerting if you think about it. Especially how he wants to possess other people's children. He wants to be in control of other people's children. All right, so let's start with this one right here. Some of you, you will remember this from I think it was last week. It may have been the week before. But this is what I mean by it's really concerning. So this is from June 7th, 2014 on Dr. Umar Tunde, his Facebook page. It's now defunct, but this was the Facebook page that he used from back in the day. And here is the screen share. Okay, and let me just go ahead and pull it all the way up. All right, so this is June 7, 2014, says FDMG Future Redemption Campus Dormitory photos. And the redemption is really like redeeming these lost Black children. This is an aerial, vertical, and lobby photo. So this is the lobby of this FDMG building. This is a long-term facility transformation plan after we acquire St. Paul's College, as we will eventually need more dorm space than currently available. Please make a donation today. Okay. So this is the inside. This is when you first walk in, but this is the outside. It's a massive structure, complete with a massive basketball court that looks like it's about a half-mile long. I don't know what they were thinking here. This looks like a prison. See, this would be a compound to hold other people's children. Here's another shot of it. It's a massive, massive building. Buildings, in point of fact. Y'all see this? There's some things for people to really think about when you get to the cult aspect of this. And if that's not enough, look at this. This is the aerial view of the preliminary Heaven on Earth, Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey, RBG Leadership Academy. Okay, Heaven on Earth. Okay, again, supernatural cult aspect. 500-acre camp. It's 500 acres. Now I see. I didn't even think I read this the last time because we were trying to figure out how big is this thing. 500-acre campus encircled by FDMG River. I did not know. We didn't read this the last time. So there's actually going to be an FDMG River as well in the shape of the Mother Africa. So I said in the last video that it's not going to be a moat around, and it's literally a moat. I thought it was like like walls, but no, this is a moat that goes around. This is the river. Oh my God. I thought it was a wall, okay, which is bad enough, okay, because it's a compound. But these people they're going to be surrounded by an actual river, which is like a moat. This is nuts. Absolutely nuts. It says Ancestor Park in the center of the campus. Ancestors Park. I guess that's like I don't know, maybe I don't know. What is an ancestor park? Maybe a cemetery? Maybe. Yeah, Taz, you can't make this. That's only 35 billion. Yeah, I know. A 500-acre campus encircled by FDMG River in the shape of Mother Africa. So the river is going to be in the shape of Africa, and it has to encompass 500 acres. It's going to have dormitories, an airfield, athletic facilities, a farm, a state-of-the-art music and theater production studio. What in the world? A greenhouse, a zoo, a community center, separate building for all 33 trades, and much more. Look at these comments down here. How can I help? Where is it going to be? Where and when? It's delusional. And if you guys look very carefully, down here, this is the campus security. This is the only way to get in is down here. This is security booth in the welcome center right here. But around here, it's a massive FDMG River that encircles. I actually thought it was a wall, but it's like a moat to keep these. Probably got crocodiles and shit in it. It goes all the way around. And there's a welcome center. There's a you see these little, these are buildings. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, and here's 5. And those buildings happen to be this. So there's going to be at least 5 of these inside of this massive compound that's fortified by a river, the FDMG River. There's a visitor center. There's a science and tech building. There's an elementary school right here. Then there's a middle school right here. This is nature I don't know what it says. Science, nature, marine science, right here. It won't let me. It'll let me zoom in. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought I was in what you call it. Here's a hospital and health center. Here's the engineering in something. I don't know what this is. Engineering in. I can't even read that. Here's a zoo, wildlife right here. This is the agricultural building, I guess. Farming equipment will be stored right here. The animal study will be right here for the animals that want to read. Here's a farmland. And I don't know what that says. Farmland something. I don't know what these buildings are right here. It looks like maybe tennis courts or something. Here's two more of those buildings. This is a store. Here's a, I don't know what that says. Some arts, special arts. I don't know. Business center. That's the union. Here's the culinary arts. This is a track and field facility right here. This is massive. You have a baseball diamond over here, event parking. And then there's political government building, aviation. This would be NASA, military over here, air traffic control tower, and then an aircraft bay, and then a landing strip. Yeah, it's a compound. And again, I correct myself. I thought this was a wall, but based on what he's saying here, this is actually a FDMG river that surrounds the whole complex. It's wild. And this is from 2014. So you put all these things together, and then everything that's going on with P. Diddy, it's just very concerning. I know people say it doesn't correlate. No, it does correlate to me because I've studied Umar enough. And anyone who feels as if he can take power and control over someone else's kids and then have this compound, and then the kids will be staying on, in the facility with him, not with the parents. I have a video where he even says, and we get back to it. He says that, I kid you not, that you can only come visit your children once a month. The parents can only come. Can you all believe this? Umar states it, and he's angry while he's saying it. You guys can't come see your kids once a month, and if you're not out by from 6 a.m. whatever it was to sunset. I said, who's you? He says, and if you guys ain't out by sunset, then I'm gonna arrest you because we're gonna have a underground jail for you parents that don't know how to leave. And so I said, what in the world? You put all these pieces together, and it's very concerning. Okay, if that right there, if this whole Africa compound thing don't trip people out, I don't know what will. It just also goes to show you the narcissism, the grandiose. Who comes up with this? And it's 500 acres. How are you going to pay for that 500 acres? And you're going to have a river that goes around 500 acres shaped like Africa? That's even worse. To me, that's even worse than a I thought it was a wall, but that's even worse. Yeah, it's like an island or something. I don't know. Anyway, hide your kids, hide your wife. The trash alone shows it's not a place for kids. That's a good point. It's not a place for kids. And it's really not a place for mature adults. It's the kick it spot. It's the kick it spot for the people that live out there, homeless people, drug addicts. The prostitutes be up there too. Okay. There's plenty of areas that you can go up over there and get to go do what you got to do. Okay. Go behind the building, you go on the side over here, you be up on the stairs. There's plenty of bushes to hide in too. See? So no, it's not a place for children. It's the kick it spot, and it's also the kick it spot for Umar. He just don't be up there like he used to, just kicking it. The only reason why he up there because Spencer Cornelius got on him and pocket watch with JT. Now he's up there. He's been up there more over the last week, let's say 10 days, than he was over the last year. Okay? That's not accurate. It's close. Okay, because I always got to be fair. Okay, thanks for super chat. SA232. Tori says he ain't doing shit to anyone's woman walking across the street and back where. yeah. I think I missed that part. We're gonna get to that part too, where he's talking crazy. One of the things I noticed about Umar, Tori, is that when men challenge him, especially online, he ain't gonna do it to their face, but if they challenge him online, he'll say stuff like that, like, I'm gonna take your wife. One time he says, I can't remember exactly what he said, but something to the effect that he gonna have sex with the other dude's wife or something. I said, man, this guy, he's nuts. Just another example. He ain't got no business being around children. He's not interested in opening up a school. It's a long con, and he'll get up there and this is now at this point he's scraping at the bottom of the barrel. He'll get up there and pick up some trash to give the illusion of progress. And there's Umar Johnson followers. You guys eat it up. I could pull up videos. He was doing this before. Same thing, same exact thing, picking up trash, and he was mad too. Because you guys need to stop littering at my school. Stop littering at my school, family. The same thing, but they're still abandoned. They were then abandoned there. I would think that video is from like 3, maybe 4 years ago. They're abandoned today. There ain't nothing changed. And yeah, this is one of the things. Listen, we all are getting older. I know I'm getting older. And for Umar to even think that somehow he's going to pull this off at his age. See, he's so far away from getting any, even renovations, let alone operations going. He's at this pace, it's going to take him another 5 years to get renovations done. By that point, he's going to be 55. And then you're going to be taking on all these kids at 55 and it's a one-man show. I mean, no, it don't even make any sense. This guy, he's winded by walking across the street. How you going to run a whole school? And back then it was going to be 500 acres. It's nuts. Thanks, Tori, for a super chat. This is the way. Thank you so much. D says, "Is this ever? If this ever become a movie, I want Omar Gooding, Omar Gooding to play Umar. Keegan, Michael Keegan." Oh, that's a good one. Okay, all right, I got you. All right, you taking a shot too at the same time, sir. I don't appreciate that. However, you do have a good point. You know, I would really like to sit down and interview Umar. You know. Everything, set everything aside. Just listen, all of the stuff that we'll just set all that aside, and let's just do a real interview and answer the questions and be honest. He would never do it. I mean, you could give him $1 million, and the caveat would be that he would have to answer 100% correct. He can't lie about stuff. He can't misrepresent. He can't, like Jay Morrison be doing. He can't be trying to slick talk. That stuff don't work with me anyway. Okay, he would have to answer the question and see a lot of the answers. I already know the answers to it. So I would know if he was lying. But you couldn't pay this guy $1 million to do that. He's a habitual liar. He will lie about stuff that he don't even need to lie about. Like when he was having sex with with the conscious stripper. Okay, the reason why he called it conscious stripper was to kind of what is the term? Not loosen the blow, but to not protect from the blow. I can't remember what the term is. Cushion the blow, something to that effect. So if someone's hitting you or something, you can do like this to kind of cushion yourself from it. Well, that was his way of saying, well, she was conscious, or she appeared to be conscious. No, you was dealing with a stripper. Now, just own up to it. You don't got to get up there and tell people that you're abstinent. Why you got to lie about that? It's not even necessary. He lies about stuff that you don't even have to lie about. See, but he's so fake and phony. His whole persona is made up and make believe that he'll get up there and say that he's absent when he knows that he's not. And then when Kim Ringo comes out and puts him on blast, I tell you, that was crazy too. I don't even know if we're gonna get into all that deeply inside the documentary, but we will cover at least a bit of it. And then he will say things when they would interview him. He's on the Breakfast Club. He says, "No, I thought that she was a homeschooling mother, but she was a stripper." No, he knew that she was a stripper because she was sending them pics, booty pics. Men, you seen them. Okay, I ain't seen them. I mean, I saw it, but it was because I was researching. Some of you men was up there. You kept going to go look at it because you wanted to. But that's besides the point. The point is, he knew that she was a stripper, but he act like she not, and that she fooled him because she was all conscious, had a head wrap on, and she was a homeschool mom. No, if she's sending you pictures of all that thing, and you replying back, talk about, you need to be here with me making love to me, baby. What kind of man? I said, well, you such a goofy. He said you would rip and I said, oh, come on now, cut it out. He knew what time it was. She even texted him that she would have to go to get on that pole so she can make her donation to the FDMG trap. Anyway, yeah. This would be good. Okay. I think you mean, I thought you meant Cuba Gooding. Who's Omar Gooding? Let me see. I thought I read Cuba Gooding Jr. Omar Gooding. Okay. That's Cuba Gooding, his brother. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Get his hair all crazy, put on the dashiki. Yeah, and then Keegan. Okay. All right. Thank you for the super chat, D. D also says, "Where's the Langston Hughes check?" I'm surprised he didn't have a bank on there. With ATMs, he forgot about that. But he can have a Langston Hughes check cashing center. Banks, hospitals. He had a hospital, school. He had an airstrip. What else is essential? Could he be saying? Because he says that you got to have these certain essentials. Anyway, okay, thanks, D. And then Sully says, when do you think he'll get the steps cleaned? Sully, I don't know. What's up, Fuchil? And the thing is, I don't have an answer to that. The thing is that it's mind-boggling to me that he doesn't even think to do something like that. It wouldn't take that amount of a long period of time, too. I figure if you got a good power wash, you can probably knock it out, all of it out in about 5, maybe 6 hours max. And just put some music on and do it. I cleaned out the garage again yesterday, and I had Stevie Wonder playing, and and I got busy, cleaned it all up. Sully, the thing is that if he hasn't done it after 5.5 years, I don't think that it even registers in his mind that he should do it. And he's so lazy, he doesn't get things done. All of the narcissism, he actually believes that he's this great leader, but if you think about it, he doesn't do anything. He's online running his mouth, but he doesn't do anything. Basic stuff like power washing Listen, any of you men in here, if you had listen, even if you don't have a power washer, you can go rent one, but just go buy one. The guys raise millions of dollars. Go buy one. Paint it red, black, and green. And then live stream it while you're doing it. People they'll be sending money. They'll do, oh wow, because Umar Johnson, Umar Johnson followers, they any little thing, any illusion of progress, they go for it. They get so excited, and then Umar let them down over and over and over again. And then he do it again, and they'd be like, yeah. Then he let them down, and this has been going on for over a decade. But you would think, Sully, that at this point, 5.5 years in, that he would have taken the time to just power wash these steps. In fact, I don't even think that he power washed the steps for the last 2 parties that he threw up there. I don't think he power washed the steps then either. Food out there and vendors and all that stuff, and this got mold all over the place. See, he don't care. He's not serious. He's lazy too. So that's the only reason why anyone could do something like this for all of these years. It's been over half a decade, and then it doesn't register that. Wait a minute, I think he's just too lazy, and in his mind he doesn't see a problem with it. But just from the optic standpoint, this is a horrible situation, and it was from the beginning. It still is. Okay. Thanks for super chat, Sully. I appreciate it. Yeah, I apologize. I was looking up Omar Good. I didn't know who that was. I thought they were saying his brother. His brother's in a whole lot of trouble too right now. He always in trouble. Well, y'all need to just settle down, get you one woman, and that's it. Stop trying to do the freak off and all this other. Anyway, let's get back to it. Here we go.
If we had, donate.
What's the name?
That's not it. Oh, that's not it either. Here we go.
Marcus Garvey campus. Make sure you rub the red, black, and green stone. This is the...
Yeah, by the way, there is a poll. If you guys haven't voted, please take the time if you would like. Go ahead and place your vote. I'll be closing out probably in about 15 more minutes. And then if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. I'd appreciate that as well. Thanks, everyone. Shout out to Cook Crush Chat. You are all undefeated. Thanks, everyone who sent in super chats. Also, thanks to the mods for handling business today. All right, here we go.
Sacred stone of the FDMG campus. I want to give a special shout out to Sister Sharon and Sister Pilar, who repainted it a couple years ago. And another shout out to Sister Sharon, who repainted it a couple weeks ago, because the enemies of Ifa Tunde and FDMG.
Yeah, the women come and do this. Umar can't do it.
They love to
such a lazy
vandalize us, brothers and sisters, but we still here.
The women come out to do this. Umar doesn't do it because he's a bum. I'm sorry, he's lazy. He's a bum too, but he's lazy. Living in the mama. I rented one last week, $50 before. Yeah. See, and Vince, there's no excuse. This guy's raised millions of dollars, but he can't go and rent a power washer for $50 for 4 hours and just knock it out and then live stream it. He can't do it because he's lazy. And he does. I don't even think it registers. Umar, you watch these videos. Now watch, next week you're going to have your big ass up there and you're going to do it because we're calling you out on it. Because this would always happen. Get your lazy ass up. Go put on some work shoes if you got them. Okay. Go down there to Home Depot. You should just go buy one because it's going to get filthy anyway over the next another 5.5 years. Go buy one and paint it red, black, and green. Okay. Get one of these loyal donors to come out and do it for free because that's what you did when they painted. Have them painted red, black, and green. Get your big ass out there and just knock it out. Next week, okay, Umar, next week you got to have it done, bro. I still got to apologize to you. I'm going to apologize to you today, okay? But I'm calling you out on this. Next week you need to have your ass up there doing what you need to do as a man. Going over there to Home Depot, go rent one for $50 for 4 hours. If you need more time because you're slow and lazy, then go rent one for probably be about $100 for 8 hours. This is $100. If you need, I'll cash app. I ain't no money. Vince will cash app you. Okay, Vince will cash app you. I'll make that commitment on his behalf right now. He will cash app you, and Tata will also send you a little change. Okay, Tata and Sequoia gonna send you $5. Okay, Vixen might give you 20 next time, make it 40. Okay, and what you do is you rent it and you get up there and you take care of that business next week. Okay, no excuses, Umar. Look at Vince like, no. I know, Yolanda, but we can dream. We can hope. See, Brianna sent him $10 last month. Brianna, what you send him that $10 for anyway? Come on now. What you send him that $10 for? Huh? I know you did it because he texted you back, said next time make it 20. What you send him that $10 for? This is for the ceiling. This is for one ceiling tile. Brianna sent Umar $10 so he can get one ceiling tile, and he didn't even do it. You know that's bad. Okay. Okay. Dominique says, ladies, if you tired of a 50-year-old man always saying what he gonna do and always saying yeah, I know you're right about that. He always saying he needs something and he gonna do this and he don't be doing nothing. My little princess sent him 15 cents. She told me to go get her some lemon heads. I got a little princess. How you gonna PayPal Umar 15 cents? Come on now. Because based on what Umar said, he said that PayPal take out more than 15 cents when it's 15 cents. I had a receipt. So you donate, it wasn't 15 cents. I think he said $2 or something like that. He said if it's only $2, then PayPal, when they take out their fees, it's more than $2. Guy lies so much. I have the receipt on that too. Yeah, I used to love me some lemon heads back in the day. I used to love me some lemon heads. Okay, let's go.
This is the sacred stone right now. We still here. The sacred stone. Look at all the beta males talking shit on my live, you dusty. You know what? Don't let me find your queen. You know what's going to happen. Don't let me find your queen, brother.
Here we go.
Black women, if you got a dusty beta male who don't like Dr. Umar for a king, let me know. You're going to be the first one on the date with the doctor. You're going to be the first one on the date with the sisters. If your king is a Dr. Umar hater, you're going to be the first one on date with the doctor. You're going to be the first one on the
this guy out here with a dashiki on in the rain. You got to be kidding me.
Date with the doctor. Y'all heard me, ladies? If your man is a King Kong consciousness hater, slide into my DMs.
Here you go.
If your king is an Ifa Tunde hater, slide into my DMs. Come on, man. Somebody was having sex back here. What's going on? Y'all having sex on my campus? This shit got to stop, fam.
There's a sock down here. I don't know. Filthy. Everything's filthy.
The doctor. You're going to be the first one on a date with the doctor. Y'all heard me, ladies? If your man is a King Kong consciousness hater, slide into my DMs. If your king is an Ifa Tunde hater, slide into my DMs.
Well, this is pathetic.
Come on, man. Somebody was having sex back here. What's
What in the world is going on? What in the world is going on?
going on?
Why does he say what is? I don't know why he's saying that.
Yep.
It ain't. Maybe he think it's some lingerie or something. I don't know. It don't look like lingerie. It just look like a t-shirt. Somebody probably was smoking crack and got hot. Some of that stuff make you hot. Sherm, something. They take that shirt off. That's all. SOB, what's up, man? Says pure insecurity comes out whenever he's confronted in person or online. It's what the kids nowadays call copium. I haven't heard copium. Yeah, I haven't heard the kids say that, but I'm sure if I ask my kids, they probably know exactly what you're talking about. They got all kind of words. I don't know what they be talking about. The Riz and all this kind of stuff. I said, what are you talking about? Yeah, he's very insecure, especially when he's challenged, and in particular when he's challenged by men. You see how he does? He does this every single time. He does not like to be challenged, period. He don't like to be challenged. See, it's different. When he's challenged by women, it's ego. It's more like, how dare you? I'm Big Papa. When he's challenged by men, it's more about insecurity. Umar's he's an interesting character. He really is. A lot of what he does, it comes out of insecurity. SOB. And really that insecurity is little germane that goes back to when he was. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Umar, he had some serious problems when he was a teenager. See, there's something I can tell you guys right now that will blow your mind, but I'm not going to do it, even out of respect for Umar, because he was just a teenager. Right? If someone, as a member, if you remind me in an upcoming, maybe we'll do a live or something for members. And maybe that's what we should do. Maybe when we do that's what we'll do. When we do the next, when I share the next part of the documentary, it's a rough draft, but when I share it, we'll do it as a live stream just for members, and I'll be in there. And if someone reminds me, say something like, why is it that you have pity for Umar when he was a teenager? And there's something that I've noticed that I don't think anyone else has noticed up to this point, because I've looked at old Umar Johnson videos, and then I've done the research where I've seen old pictures of Umar when he was a teenager, and there's some things that I know. But anyway, I don't want to get sidetracked on that. If someone reminds me as a member, I'll be sure to share with you guys as members what I'm talking about there. The point is, though, getting back to which I apologize, SOB, is that Umar does not like to be challenged. And what tends to happen is when he's doing stuff that people call him out on, in particular men, he starts going to, I'm going to take your women, I'm going to have sex with your women, they're going to get in my DMs, this type of thing. Okay. When in general, what he does when a woman challenges him, he calls them a feminist, or he'll say that you're from the LGBT community. He actually conflates feminism with the LGBT community too. And it doesn't mean that people who are in the LGBT community can't be feminists, but there's no separation in his mind between the two. In his mind, it's all deviancy, feminism and LGBTQ. Umar is he's a very twisted person, and he does not like to be challenged or confronted about anything. Very insecure. A lot of what Umar Johnson does, it comes out of the insecurity of this little boy that already had issues, but was ultimately shipped off away from his family, and he already had enmeshment issues with his mother then, and it translates to this day. He still has enmeshment issues, but him being shipped away, it didn't help him at all. It just made things worse. Okay, I think his father thought he was doing the right thing, But in my opinion, based upon my research, it wasn't the best thing for Umar. The other thing is to send your son away and you're not even in the household that he's living in and hadn't been in. You got to be remarried. There's something wrong. I have a problem with that too, because you're not an active participant anyway. So why would you be the person to make that decision for a son that you're not an active participant in their life in the first place and hadn't been consistently present? Doesn't mean that he wasn't present at times, but understand that Jamal was away a lot. And while he was away and he was stationed in different places, it wasn't like Umar was living with him, with very few exceptions. With the name change, I brought that up earlier. But for him to make that decision to ship Umar away, it actually caused a lot more damage than good. And Umar's still suffering from that. But I think he had problems even before they shipped him off. That's, I think, part of the reason why they shipped him off, because he had some serious problems. And it's deeper than just he was too close to his mother, quote unquote, too close to his mother. It's deeper than that. Okay. We will probably never know unless someone who was there came out. If Umar ever talked about it, or Jamal, if they ever had the courage and they were forthright and honest and they brought it up, I highly doubt that they would do so. But it would be, it would provide clarity for a lot of things, especially for Umar or someone who was around back then, brought it up, a sibling or a relative or something like that. And they would know what was taking place. We would probably never really get the whole truth about that. Anyway, SOB, yeah, he's a very insecure person. He's always been like that. And that's one of the biggest things that I've seen in Umar. Really, Umar, his core personality is little Jermaine. And all of these other belligerent that's coming out of Umar now, that's more in line with King Kong consciousness and Big Papa too, to a degree. But King Kong consciousness, these different personality characters that Umar Johnson that he brings out when the little child, the insecure child, is triggered. And that's exactly what happens here. Thank you, SOB, for super chat. You doing all right? Tata says for the Bando free calls, he has 1,000 cancels. He's okay. I told people a long time ago, and Tata, you may remember this, that FDMG, the gym in particular, when he was taking all that time to get it together, it was really supposed to be a spot for Umar to kick it and to have women, as we should say, have honeys come through. That's really what it was. He doesn't have the organization skills to pull it off to where he can actually get things done to where it's comfortable enough to where you can have the kick it spot. He had women up in there. Don't get it twisted. Okay. But I'm talking about for Umar, it's really like a cult type of thing where you're in possession of, on one hand, you're in possession of other people's kids in the school facility, but the gym where he has a sexy office, that's where really the single mother's going to be coming through. And he says that he's going to have his sexy office in there and he's going to be paddling the women and all this type of talk. See, that's when you get to this whole freak off stuff. Anyway, Umar crazy. Thanks, Tana, for super chat. Tori says gives new meaning to FDMG. all right. I shouldn't even read that one. D says Umar's mad about another man shot. Yeah, he spends a lot of time. I don't get that either. Okay. All right. Thanks for super chat, D, Tori, Tata, SOB, and Sully. Okay, let's get back to it. We got to start making some progress. Already 2 hours in. Here we go.
Having sex on my campus, this shit got to stop, family. You want some coochie? That's why y'all had the crib bed. You was smashing out on the crib bed? You thirsty Negroes?
What in the world? So now the crib bed, what he calls the crib bed, is what they was.
You was smashing out on a crib bed. That's sick. That is insane. This Negro was so thirsty for bunny cooch, he smashed out on a crib bed.
Yeah, Pierre. Remember, he told the stripper, content stripper, his cousin was at his crib, but he was really living with his mom. Mm-hmm. When she asked why we always got to go to the hotel. Yeah. Because she was like, can't we go to your place? He was like, nah, my cousin or something. He made up something with my cousin there or whatever. No, he just didn't want to bring her home to mama. That's all. Mama probably ain't playing that anyway. This guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. FDMG is coming, baby. FDMG.
That was a school bus. It was probably telling you to move.
He is coming. Yes, sir. FDMG is coming.
This is so
You
ridiculous.
smashed out on a baby bed. You need to be ashamed of yourself. They were smashing out on this bed. That's why the bed was here.
Well, this place is filthy.
Okay. I got to pick up the trash. I got to do whatever. Who the sister's going to come decorate my office and then make me a home-cooked meal? I want 4 sisters who men are known Dr. Umar haters. I want 4 sisters whose men are known Dr. Umar haters to come decorate my office. See, I know how to shut all that weak shit down. I know how to. Oh man, somebody had a Schweppes ginger ale and you ain't saved me one? You had a Schweppes ginger ale and you didn't
Umar got on garden gloves.
save me one? And you had the honey cheese curls? Somebody had a Schweppes and a honey cheese curl and ain't give one to the Prince of Pan. This shit is crazy. How you gonna have a Schweppes on my campus and some honey cheese curls on my campus, and you don't leave me a bag and a can, and you gonna smash your bunny on the baby bed? This You had a Rice Krispie treat? You ain't giving me no Rice Krispie treat? Oh,
what? Umar hungry? What in the world? Every little thing he see. You having a bottle shake, family? You didn't give me none. you got some cheesy kale from Drop Cross Kitchen, even though it closed down, and you didn't give me none. You had some flaming hot Cheetos, family. Who are it? It just keep going. You know, you had 5 zebra cakes. There's 5 of them. You couldn't get me. Who are crazy? I know. That's y'all principle. It is quite cringe. This guy, he's gonna keep going. Anything he finds, watch.
No, not the rainbow version. Never mind. That says rainbow Rice Krispie treat. I don't want no rainbow Rice Krispie treats. I'm going to pass on the rainbow treats.
Here you go.
I'm going to pass on the rainbow treats, family. Anybody want this baby bed? I think they crashed out on it, though. You might got to bleach this down. I think they crashed out on this baby bed. You might got to bleach this down.
What in the world? What in the world?
I think they crashed out.
Yeah. You remember Rainbow Jimmy's? This poor guy.
Where my queens at? Where my natural hair queens at? I love me a natural haired sister. Ain't nothing like a sister with her own hair. I don't care if it's natural. I don't care if it's locks. I don't care if it's a baby Caesar, baby fro. Ain't nothing like a queen with her own hair. If I can't grab it, you can't have it. If I can't grab it, somebody had a carrot cake. Y'all ain't leave me a
I told y'all. Umar, you making me hungry. I told y'all, this guy, y'all had a carrot cake. His voice start going up. Family, you mean you had a carrot cake? And he started low. No, that's unfounded. I'm on the family carrot cake. He said, you didn't save me none. You didn't save me a piece. I told y'all it's going to keep going.
Slice of carrot cake? How you ain't leave Dr. Umar slice of carrot cake?
I told you.
Any of my queens can make a homemade carrot cake? Which one of you sisters can make a mean homemade carrot cake? If you
I
can
heard
make a mean
Yolanda.
homemade carrot cake,
That's
I
what I
need you to
heard.
text 215-989-9858. If you can make a mean carrot cake, I need you to text
I heard Carlita can
215-989-9858.
make a mean carrot cake.
See, they gave us a whole new intersection, y'all. Look at this shit. Littering.
Damn. Wow. This is just water runoff. It just runs in. FDMG Caddy is online, and LenonHonor would. Hey, Governor, I'm going to be doing it remotely. Okay. If they have the servers on at these trap banners, I will be doing it remotely. Okay, for sure. Boy, that's funny right there. Yeah, Umar's. Can you imagine Umar ever having like? It's not going to happen. He's so far away. He's so far away from getting renovations done. We're talking. It's millions of dollars that needs to go into these traps to get them up to code. Millions of dollars. There's foundation issues. You know that ramp, the wheelchair access ramp. But foundation issues. It had foundation issues back in 2009. They shut it. That's in part the reason why they shut down. They try to say it was just scores. No, they had foundation issues too. Okay, and there's still issues to this day. That's why the EPA said tear these buildings down. In part, also they classify these buildings as brownfield catalyst sites. He's so far away from having any type of class, let alone music. He's so far away. There's just no. It's not going to happen. Only way that Umar can pull this off is to make people think that it's really popping off, and it'll just be some fake stuff, and his followers, they'll fall right in line. Oh yeah, look at, we did it. Yeah, haters, click your chat, LenonHonor. What you gonna say now? Y'all do that every single time. You've been doing that literally for the last decade. Ain't nothing new. But can you imagine Umar having an FDMG caddy on that website? It'll be down. Listen, I don't need to talk. I need to fix my website too. Anyway. Thanks, Governor Chris, for super chat. I appreciate it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna fix it tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna fix it tomorrow. Thanks for super chat. And then a window became a member again. I think you remember before. I did upload for members. I uploaded a rough draft of the introduction to the Shockumentary Part 2. So you guys, when you have some time, check that out. Okay, and I'm gonna try to have the next part out within the next 2 weeks. I'll probably work on it a little bit tonight. I'll put in a couple of hours. Thanks, Wendell. Hope everything's going well with you. Okay, let's get back to it. Here we go.
On my campus, we got a new street, and y'all dropping all kind of shit on my. Oh man, y'all had some barbecue dipsy doodles. You ain't give me a bag of barbecue dipsy doodles. Y'all eating all my snacks and ain't leaving me none. How y'all eating all my snacks? It ain't leaving me no damn snacks. Somebody had a blunt. I'm cool with that. I don't really do no smoking. Somebody had a blunt.
Yeah, notice how he doesn't say I don't do. He says I don't really do. Okay, that's what you call a qualifying statement. That's what interrogators, these criminals, they'll say stuff like that because they're not telling the full truth, and they don't want to tell the full truth. So they'll say something like, yeah, to the best of my memory, that's what took place. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I think so. See? Well, that's Umar right here. I don't really. No, it's either you do or you don't, right?
Hardest working man in black consciousness. Hardest working man in black psychology. Hardest working man in black political science. Hardest working man in independent black schools. What up, family? How y'all doing?
I was just explaining it to my kid. I'm gonna shake your hand real quick.
My hand's a little messy, King. Yes, sir.
But I was just explaining what you was trying to do.
Yes, sir. Open up a.
Yeah, what you was trying to do. Umar got so many keys on. They remind me of in Game of Thrones, the Maesters. That's what they remind me of. They be having on them chains around their neck.
For black boys, Princess Frederick
he
Douglass,
sure
Marcus Garvey. Hopefully we'll be ready by the end of the year.
thing.
And within 3 years, we're going to open up the Girls Academy too. Yes, sir. Keep us in your prayers, brother. All right now.
He just lying.
We bought the whole block. Which one of these YouTubian struggle streamers bought the whole block? You see me? I'm walking up your block, brothers.
Let me make something clear on this, Umar. Son, are you almost done? What in the world? This guy's pouring chips for like days. You guys hear this? This guy, I mean, the bowl is about as big as my head. This guy's been pouring chips for the last 5 minutes. All right, son. Anyway, Umar, you didn't buy anything. The people, you took part of the people's money and you bought something with their money. You didn't do anything, sir. So you're not gainfully employed. You don't have a job. You live off of the people's money. And so when you say things like, look at what we did. No, it's not you. You should say, look what the donors bought. Okay. Meanwhile, the people, the vast majority of the people I would think that are what you call the struggle streamers, the vast majority of them have jobs. And in my case, I have a full-time and a part-time job. YouTube is my part-time job. Okay. And many of us, we have families, we have children that we're raising. You're not doing any of those things. Many of us, we have our own places to stay. You don't have a place to stay. We have our own vehicles. You don't have your own vehicle. So it's interesting, Umar, you're projecting, you're the struggle, Black conscious struggle leader. You're a struggle leader. Okay. You're a struggle leader. Just on YouTube alone, I make more money legitimately, Umar, than you do legitimately in your life. And this is my part-time. So you can say that people are struggling, but the person who's struggling the most is you. That's why you're still living inside your mama's closet. That's why you're out here picking up trash and shit, because you're a struggle leader. That's why you can't get anything done, because you're a struggle leader. You're a struggle builder. You're even a struggle baby mama creator, because you create these baby mamas, but you don't take care of your kids. So it's interesting how you will say these terms like struggle, that people are struggling who criticize you. Yeah, people struggle in life. I have myself, but it's not even comparable these days, bro. Where you're at right now? No. So you're a struggle leader. See, and you've always been this way, and that's not going to change. It's just gotten worse over the years. That's why you out here at these trap vandals picking up trash and shit. How do you collect $2.6 million? It's $2.7 million. Got to be there at least. And you have to get out here and pick up trash because you ain't got no money. And how much money did you donate to FDMG, Umar? You have no skin in the game. So when you say that we purchased, no, you didn't purchase anything. You took other people's money and you used it to extend this scam to keep it running for another 5.5 years. I didn't think it would work like that. I thought 3 years max, maybe 4. I thought 3. But now we're in 5.5 years and you're still struggling with basic things. Okay? You don't even, well, anyway, I'm going to leave it right there. That's just projecting, Umar.
And sisters, y'all gave us the funds to buy this. Which one of these YouTubian struggle streamers bought up the whole block? Y'all talking about Black Wall Street? This is Black.
Listen, no, it's not. It's not Black Wall Street. It's not. There's nothing going on up there except this crazy man yelling in the middle of the street. And good, you did acknowledge that the donors gave you the money, but don't think that it's an accomplishment for you to take just $400,000 out of $2.6 million and you use it to purchase these abandoned. Where's the rest of the money at? That's not an accomplishment. That's called a scam. All right.
Wall Street. This is Black Wall Street. We bought the whole block. Talk to me. Not one school, but 2 schools. Wait till that Frederick Douglass building is up and running. Y'all gonna be sick in your stomach with the hate.
This guy, he's so mad. He's so upset and angry because he knows this is a big failure. It's a monumental failure to collect millions of dollars. And he has to reduce himself down to a pookie who's up here picking up trash. That's utter failure. That's why he's yelling and he's so upset, because he's thinking about it. You know, look at this guy.
To me, not one school, but 2 schools. Wait till that Frederick Douglass building is up and running. Y'all gonna be sick in your stomach with the hate.
See? No. What's up, 100% real man? See him throwing stuff? He's so upset. Looking confused. Trash falling out the bag. He don't know what he doing. Umar, you should be
Dipsy Doodles.
50 Cent.
What is this? This is the free lunch program. Mom's Meals. I want y'all to be careful about the Mom's Meals. I want y'all to be careful about eating the Mom's Meals, family. I know the homeless Africans might not have a choice. Just be careful, family. Just be careful, family. Allegedly, just be careful, family. Allegedly.
Yeah. Angry garbage boy. Yeah, he is.
I'm going to need me
a
a chef, a masseuse. Where the queens at who going to decorate the Dr. Umar principal office?
Here we go.
What we got over here?
Okay, before he starts talking about what you guys have this. Let me show y'all something. He talking about the principal office. Let's go back to September 29, 2021. It's amazing. It's like almost to the day. Can you believe this shit? September 29th, 2021. This is crazy. Let me do a screen share. Let me know if you guys can hear the audio.
Peace and black power, peace and black power. Peace and black power, peace and black power. It's the Prince of Pan-Africanism, King Kong consciousness, intercontinental Ifa Tunde. This is my temporary office right here, brothers and sisters. This is my temporary office, and I need to know how we're going to decorate my temporary office. The carpet is done. The carpet is done. The walls are painted. This is going to be my temporary office. I need to know how we're going to decorate the temporary office. Talk to me, family. This is Dr. Umar's temporary office inside of the John Jacques Dessalines Nat Turner Gymnasium, and we got to decide how we're going to decorate the temporary office. That's what I'm asking right now. I got to get a desk. What kind of desk? I need a chair. What kind of chair? Do I need a fish tank, a snake tank, a water machine? I know I want nothing but African masks on the wall. If you have an African mask that you want to donate to Dr. Umar's temporary office inside of the Dessalines Turner Gymnasium, please text me a picture of the mask and I'll let you know if I want it. I don't want no paintings. I don't want no paintings. I have enough paintings of my own. I don't want no paintings for my temporary office. I don't want no paintings for my temporary office. I want African artwork. I want African artwork. If you have a mask, an African sculpture, an African statue that you would like to donate to Dr. Umar's temporary office inside of the Dessalines Turner Gymnasium, take a picture of the African artwork, text it to my phone, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. I don't want no paintings, no paintings. I want sculpture, African sculpture. I want masks. I want to put nothing but masks on the wall. I'm going to Lehigh University, and I'm finally going to go ahead and buy me the wall mount for my doctorate degree. I'm going to go to Lehigh, and I'm going to buy me the wall mount for my doctorate degree. I'm going to go to Millersville University and buy me the wall mount for.
Why don't you just get it off of Amazon?
My 3 degrees from Millersville, and I'm going to go to the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine and buy me a wall mount for my 2 degrees from PCOM. 3 degrees from Millersville, 2 degrees from PCOM, 1 degree from Lehigh. So I'm going to buy me the wall mount
so I can go ahead and take care of that, brothers and sisters. So if you have some African artwork, African sculpture that you want to donate to the Dr. Umar temporary office inside of the Jean-Jacques Dessalines Nat Turner Gymnasium, this is it, brothers and sisters. I need a couch. What type of couch should I get? I need a nice soft couch, a nice desk. Ladies, there will be cameras in here. Do you understand, overstand, understand? You will not Me Too the prince. Ladies, there will be hidden cameras in my office. There will be no Me Too charges against King Kong consciousness. That's right, ladies. That's right, ladies. That's right, ladies. I'm going to have hidden cameras in here. My man going to put hidden cameras in here. So soon you try to say Dr. Umar sexually harassed me, I'm going to pull out the video and I'm going to put it on social network for the world to see. So you can go ahead and come in here and try to Me Too me if you want. I'm already ready for that. I'm already ready for that. I'm already ready for that, ladies. You will not Me Too me. Cameras will be in my office. Okay. So what type of couch do I need? What type of couch? Do somebody have a couch? Do I need to buy a couch? If you got a nice couch, text me a picture of the couch. If you got a nice desk and a nice chair, text me a picture of the nice desk and the nice chair, brothers and sisters. Go ahead and send that to me. Go ahead and send that to me, brothers and sisters. Go ahead and send that to me. We can make it pop. We can make it pop. We can make it pop. Temporary office. If you have some African artwork, if you have a desk. Actually, I have a chair. One of my good ladies supporters sent me a chair. One of my good lady supporters from Louisville, Kentucky. One of my good lady supporters from Louisville, Kentucky. The good sister already sent me a chair. So I have a chair. I just need to get a desk. I need to get a desk. I need to get a couch. And I need some African artwork. Okay. And I'm going to be doing life coaching. I'm going to be doing, you know, if you need a meeting with the prince, whatever it be, you understand me. But it's going to be above the belt. No hanky panky, ladies. No hanky panky. It is consciousness over cookies. It is business before booty. It is politics over punani. It is revolution before romance. Make sure you get a white couch. I don't think I want a white couch. I don't think I want.
What is this? Oh, man, I love some cashews. Y'all ain't leave me no cashews? Y'all ain't leave Dr. Ain't nothing like a beautiful cashew-colored queen.
Yeah, someone said they was going to ask ChatGPT when is FDMG going to open. Someone find out and let me know. Okay?
Ain't nothing like a 5'5", thick in the thigh, beautiful cashew-colored queen. Lord have mercy. My brothers, have you ever seen one of them cashew-colored, extra curvy queens with the natural hair? Have you ever seen one of them cashew-colored, extra curvy queens with the natural hair? I don't know who did this. Alcohol. This ain't cool. You can't have this on a school campus, family. You can't have no Budweiser on my damn street, okay? Okay? Turn up off my damn campus now. Stop turning up on my damn campus. This is a school for African children. Come on, family.
No, it's not.
This is a school for...
That's what I'm saying. It's not a school. It hasn't been. It never will be. It's a trap bando. That's what happens when you have abandoned buildings. This is what people do. It's not a school.
For African children. Come on, family. This is a school for African children. Stop turning up on my damn street.
Yep, there's a liquor store right around the corner. Like it's kind of connected to the end of the school. What in the world? Yeah. Alcohol.
Look at all the idiots. Look at all the idiots running their mouth. Ain't built nothing for their community. Ain't trying to build nothing for their community.
Umar, you haven't either.
Get off my sack.
Oh, wow, Umar, please.
That's all right. When I catch your queen.
Here we go. Here, SOB, here you go.
Text your question. You can text your question. We bought the whole block. They talking about Black Wall Street. We is the Black Wall Street. Who else bought the whole block with no white money and no white bank loans? Who else but me? Who else but me? Ladies, if you ever just need to relax, me and you can come back here with 2 chairs and we can just lay back and talk. This is the Dr. Umar secret hideout. Secret hideout. If you just politic one time, I got.
I don't know what else to tell you, Umar Johnson followers. Governor Chris says, I want to be included in the shock community. What is your... But no, you have something specific, let me know. You can email me at LenonHonor@yahoo.com. Yeah, just let me know that it's you, and then let me know what you have, and we'll go from there. Okay? Again, this is it's going to be, again, we're going to go into it's at least into the middle of 2025, but I'll be releasing segments, rough draft segments for members, and then as I get it more and more refined, at a certain point, I'll put everything together, all the parts together, and then we'll do a live stream. It'll probably be in the middle of next year. We'll do a live stream, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours altogether. There's so much information. Yeah. If you have anything else you want to add or anything, just email me. Let me know. We'll go from there. Okay. Recipe with am I saying it right? Monty became a member. Thank you so much. You probably be cooking. Yeah, I have recipes. It's called boiling water. Make me some ramen, family. I will boil that water. Okay, that's about it for me. Okay. Thanks for becoming a member. And did I get everyone? Okay, yeah, I think I did. Okay, let's get back to it. Here we go. Look how filthy the below the windows. I don't understand that.
Got all kind of spots all over the campus.
Spots. Kick it spots.
What is this? Stop turning up on my damn campus. I'm not going to tell y'all no more.
They got Jack Daniels.
Stop getting drunk on my damn campus. Come on, Wilmington.
This is wild.
Or it could be the bunnies. I don't know. It might be Neanderthal Nation. But I need y'all to stop getting drunk on my campus, family. Jack Daniels was started by a black man.
Oh, yeah?
If I understand correctly, Jack Daniels' flavor was founded by an enslaved African, I believe.
I believe. Yeah, my what you call it's acting up. I can't even hear. Hold on 1 second. No, I still can't hear. Let me see. Yeah, hold on, everyone. It's for some reason I can't hear any audio. Well, it's going there, but for some reason, let me see. Yeah, let me try this. Hold on one second, everybody. Remove this one from the studio. And I'll pull it back up and let's see what happens. Yeah, I still can't hear it. Yeah, I'll let it play. Hold on, everybody. Yeah, something going on now. It's not even playing the video. Yeah, let me refresh this. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, let me try this again. Having audio issues. I never actually had this happen before, so it's interesting. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. I apologize. I don't know what happened, but I had to actually refresh my screen, re-enter, and then pull the video back up. Okay, let's go.
Founded by an enslaved African, I believe. Woo.
Yeah, you're right about that. He sure did say it was a secret hideout, but he's telling everybody where it was at. That's a good point, D. Yeah, Umar, wow. He ain't got nothing else to do.
I hope all my Florida Africans are okay from Hurricane Eileen. I hope all my Florida Africans are okay. Florida Africans, are y'all all right? We're my Tallahassee, Tampa, Jacksonville Africans. Who pulling up on me? Somebody pulling up on me. Who pulling up on the prince?
Where are they just driving backwards down the street? What in the world's going on up here? Poor Umar. Ooh.
I still got my Prairie View A&M University keychain. Shout out to my Prairie View HBCU Prairie View University students down in Houston, Texas. Prairie View, I got your chain on.
Yeah, T, he was scared.
Edward Waters University, I'm coming back in Black History Month.
Thanks, Larry, for the super chat.
It is official. Dr. Umar going to run it back.
Everyone. Thanks
because
everyone.
of Hurricane.
Everyone sent in the super chats. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do. Thanks, everyone. Good question, chat. Let me go ahead. I'm going to close this poll out in 2 minutes. Let me go check this real quick.
Eileen Orisha Oya, I'm running it back in February. HBCU, Edward Waters University. I'm going to see you in February.
Okay.
We running it back, brothers and sisters. You get.
All right. So the poll numbers, did Umar's most recent FDMG update video prove me wrong? 22% say yes, and 78% said no. 1,246 votes. 22% said yeah. Oh man, Umar, I don't know what to say about it. You got some serious diehard followers, but I do have to apologize. I'm going to apologize to Umar at the end of this live stream. Okay.
The tour when the school is ready, if you are a donor. Half y'all ain't donate a damn thing. You ain't getting no tour. You ain't getting inside. You're not coming in this school. You are not coming in this school and you didn't help us build it. You are out of your damn mind. You must be out. Somebody tap in. Who want to tap in with the King Kong?
No, people
who want to tap in? No bunny hoppers are allowed to tap in on my live either.
Yeah, it is, John. Umar got about 400 accounts.
So let's deal with that, my African brother. Let's deal with that. Even if it took FDMG until the rest of my life to open up. Even if it took the rest of my life to open up FDMG, am I still not doing more for the people than all y'all put together?
See this? He's already conceded. He's already conceded. And this is his strategy. He can keep this going on for the rest of his life. And that's what he would like to do because that's free money for the rest of his life. Hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. Last year, he said he collected over $200,000. That's what he reported to the IRS. That's it right there. For the rest of his life.
Can we just deal with this? Even if it took the rest of my life to open up this school, have I not still done more than all the rest of you put together? See?
What's up, James?
Even if I lose, I didn't won. Even if I lose, I didn't won. Even if it take the rest of my life, I didn't still did more than all y'all put together. So come on. Come on, African.
Yeah, Vic, so he just
come on, African.
For the rest
Who
of
tapping in today? Let's see if Instagram gonna let y'all tap in. Toxic 444. Are you a toxic sister going once? Toxic 444 going twice. Toxic 444 going 3 times.
Yeah, Fred.
Okay, she must have tapped out. She must have tapped out.
Yeah.
Where the
right there.
Soccer mom at? Where the soccer mom at going once? Where the soccer mom going twice? Where the soccer mom?
Hey, peace and Pan-Africanism.
Okay, peace and Pan-Africanism. My brother, why did it say soccer mom? You're not a mom.
Oh, yeah, but I got me a beautiful black queen, not no snow bunny on my team.
I got you. So the queen is the soccer mom, correct?
Correct.
Where you joining us from, my brother? Where you joining us from? Where you at?
I'm from Washington State, actually. I actually saw you when you came up to Seattle. Me and my family, my sister, my family came and got a picture with you.
Are you still out there, beloved?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm actually more closer down here towards Portland, where we definitely need some more help on the Pan-African stuff.
I ain't been to Portland since 2015.
Damn.
So I'm 9 years late for Portland. We got to run that back.
Yes, sir. And then when you need help.
What's going on, fellas? One love to you. One love, man.
Hey, I did have some questions about your school.
Okay, you get 2 questions. Go ahead.
Okay.
For the sake of time.
Yes. How are you addressing the technology deficit between our black kids and them learning the skills to use these AI tools, as well as teaching them basic programming skills in the black community? That's my first question.
I got a hell of a STEM team. That's all I'm going to give you right now. I got a hell of a STEM team.
All right, no problem. All right, and my second question, is how can we as black people from away from the school help contribute besides just financially contribute, but how can we contribute on our side?
The main thing right now is financial, because we got to get the Frederick Douglass High School up and renovated as well. You feel me? Now, once the Marcus Garvey School that's right behind me, once that's done, there will be volunteer opportunities, obviously, because we'll be up and running, right?
I don't understand why is it that Umar now has a list? I don't understand what's going on with this guy. He didn't have it at the beginning of this live stream, but now he got that list coming back.
But we still need the financial, because we got to get the high school up. Once we get the high school up, we will be the largest independent black school in the country, and we will be the only independent black school in the country that operates 2 schools, 2 real schools, not no church.
Listen, not no church. See, what's going on with Umar? Anybody have any ideas about that? I have no idea. Vince, listen, Umar, he knows nothing about IT. Zero. There's no IT infrastructure in these abandoned buildings. None. All that's been stripped out. He has no clue. So if someone asks him anything dealing with technology, just in general, he won't have an answer. But even more specifically, if they ask him anything dealing with technology, dealing with these trap banners in Wilmington, Delaware, Umar, he doesn't want to. He doesn't have an answer to that. He hasn't thought this through that far. He hasn't thought. He hasn't even thought about, okay, exactly how many students do I need to have enrolled, paying $500 a month to make this viable, to where I can pay Falcon and staff, et cetera? How many, what is going to be the ratio, students to teachers? How many teachers, therefore, am I going to need if I have this amount of students? What about the counselors? None of that. Vice principal, I guess he would have to have a vice principal. You know, food, how they're going to feed these kids. There's no cafeteria facility, at least on that other side of the street. the street where he's actually done some things in the building. He hasn't thought that far ahead. You know, how much is it going to cost to pay for all of this? He hasn't thought that up. But see, for Umar, it doesn't matter to him because ultimately, as long as people sending him free money, he don't got to do nothing except get up here every once in a while and put on this clown show. And it is a clown show. It's actually embarrassing. I'm actually embarrassed for him this time around because he's done this so many times. You know. Yeah, Cat 2 cables pre-installed. I bought a switch too for my we have some Ethernet ports throughout the home, but I got one because I want to be able to put a whole bunch of stuff on there. I want to be able to put the Xbox on there and the TV, connect them both at the same time, family. But Umar has no clue. You know, if you ask him what's a local area network, he wouldn't be able to tell you. You know, if you ask him, okay, server room, what needs to go into that? What about the security of the server room? What's going to need to go into that? What is your plan for that? He won't be able to give. What about mitigating any threats, cybersecurity threats? He wouldn't be able to give you that either. He wouldn't even know what that is. See, and so the best thing that Umar can come up with, Indo, is I have a STEM team. They're on deck. They're going to handle all of that, fam, because he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He just be making up shit. That's the thing about Umar. He just be making up shit. These poor kids are going to be on typewriters and Etch-a-Sketches. You remember Etch-a-Sketches? I wonder if kids would play with Etch-a-Sketches these days. They probably wouldn't play with them, but we used to play with them bad boys. Then they break and the thing wouldn't turn. You just be get your finger on there, try to dig it in. Anyway, thank you for super chat. I appreciate it. I have enough money to hire Steve. I need enough money to hire Steve. Don't do that. Don't do that, Pete. Okay. All right. We're probably just gonna get to this one video today. Thanks for super chat, D. Thanks for super chat, Indy. Thanks for the super sticker, Laurie. I appreciate it. We're just gonna get through this one today. We'll come back with the other video tomorrow, and then there's a third video I want to get to tomorrow. But for sure, we will get back together tomorrow. Okay. Hope you all enjoying the show. If you hit the like button, I really appreciate it. I'm going to close this poll out. Did Umar's most recent FDMG update video prove me wrong? 21% said yes, and 79% said no. Can we get that to 80% said no? Can we do that? Anyone, if you haven't voted, because I don't want to go out like that, 79 to 21. I'd rather go 80 to 20. Okay, so if you haven't voted, go and get your vote in. All right, here we go.
Not no basement, not no house, not no storefront. Real schools. We'll be the only one in the country doing that.
Go.
You know what I'm saying? So we on our way. We on our way.
Absolutely.
We on our way.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I love to hear that. I love to hear that, Doctor. Well, thank you for letting me come up. And
thanks for tapping in. If you find a place in Portland.
Yes.
If you find a place in Portland.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Will let us use the space for free. Black church, community center, whatever. If you can find a place in Portland, let me know so I can pull up for the free community seminar.
Absolutely. Do you want me to DM you my information?
Check. You got my number? You got my cell?
I don't got your cell. I need your cell.
Take it right now?
Yeah, baby. Take the number down, baby. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. All right. What's your number?
215.
Yeah, I know.
989.
He hasn't shown the bigger building in years. It's been like 5 years.
215-989-9858. Shoot me a text once you got a spot for me.
I will.
State of the
art.
Doctor.
Appreciate you, black man. Be safe out here. One love to the queen.
State of the art rock and prison, family. Yeah.
Peace. Yes,
they're gonna be them poor kids.
Portland, Oregon. I ain't seen you in 9 years. I'm pulling up.
It's gonna be like Flintstone.
Seattle. I'm about to pull up.
Thanks, Larry.
I never been to the state of Wyoming. We got to make Wyoming happen. My Cheyenne, Wyoming Africans. Yes, sir. I see you, King. One love. We doing it big in Wilmington, Delaware. Black Wall Street. Who tapping in?
He ain't doing nothing there. Black Wall Street.
Tapping in. Shakur Crooks going once. Shakur Crooks going twice.
That sounds like your name, Umar.
Now Dr. Umar added me to the chat. What?
How you doing, my beautiful African sister? Where you at in the world?
I'm in Vancouver, Washington, which is probably not far from old dude that was just on there.
You in Vancouver. I never been to Vancouver. How many Africans in Vancouver?
2. Me and my daughter.
Oh, man. 2 Africans. Oh, man. How far are you from Toronto, Canada, where I'm going to be next weekend?
Oh my
How far
God.
are you from Toronto, Canada?
No, I'm in Washington State.
I know, but y'all are right below the Canadian border.
Kind of. Seattle's closer to Canada than me.
Okay.
I'm by Portland.
Got you.
I'm right across the bridge.
Oregon. Okay, Washington is above Oregon.
Yep.
Okay, I got you. I had y'all reversed.
No,
My bad, Queen.
It's cool.
So what's going on out there in
no.
Vancouver? What's the state of the black race in Vancouver? Is it a bunny hop or what's going on? We got some black consciousness out there. What's going on?
The black consciousness is a very sprinkle. The snow bunny hop is never ending.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you said y'all dealing with a mixed race mafia out there.
No, dead ass. Like my daughter's in kindergarten, and it sucks because there's like no black teachers. Like her principal of her school is Asian. She's Asian descent, but I have yet to see any black educators there at all.
Woo! I'm glad she's not a young man.
No.
Because I know the little
Me
black
too.
boys
And
out
she
there.
has ADHD. She just got diagnosed with ADHD, but I don't do any medicine.
How old is she?
She's 5. She'll be 6 in February.
Here you go. Watch.
Love. Why did y'all let her get diagnosed with ADHD so young?
Well,
don't you know every kid is ADHD at 5?
I thought she had autism.
Okay, you're not medicating the
Hell
princess,
no.
are you?
Nope.
Okay, don't medicate the princess.
Never.
Do not medicate.
No.
Get her a 504 plan. If they start messing with you, you might got to reach back out to Dr. Umar, but you can get a 504 plan, not IEP, that's special ed. Get you a 504 plan for ADHD so your daughter can take regular breaks from class so she can have extra time to do her tests, so they can do a behavior plan, and so they cannot unfairly target her ADHD-related behavior for suspension. The 504 plan protects your daughter from being overly punished for behaviors related to her disability, in this case, ADHD. Now, I don't believe in ADHD, but since we got it, we're going to use it to protect her. Do you feel me?
I feel you. So
if they start
because she
picking...
I have a video where Umar states that he's had ADHD his whole life. I have the video. I'll have it in the documentary.
With you 504 plan, if they start picking with you, you want that 504.
Yeah, it is. Right.
IEP.
Listen, right. It is. It's brainwashing. That's what I mean by the cult aspect of this. He has these Umar Johnson followers. He hasn't brainwashed. They repeat verbatim what he says. And he repeats things over and over again, and it sinks in over time. They will repeat and then they start making excuses. All the excuses that these Umar Johnson followers make for Umar and the failure of this FDMG school scam, it's a scam. That's why it's a perpetual failure, but that's how he keeps the money coming in. All of the excuses, it's just excuses that Umar has stated over the years, but he said them so many different times that they just repeat them verbatim. It's mind control. It's brainwashing. And he does the same thing when it comes to IEPs and special education and all this stuff. See, if you guys go back far enough with Umar, it's one of the most fascinating things that I've seen with Umar. It just goes to show you that something's not right with him mentally, and that the way his mind works is that he associates things that are not associable. That makes sense. They have no correlation to each other, but he'll put them all together in one thing. And he'll say something like ADHD was in the DSM, whatever DSM back in the, let's say DSM-3 back in I'm paraphrasing, 1985. That's when they had ADHD come in. But that's the same, I think he said 1988, but let's say 1985. That's the same year where they dropped crack off in the inner cities. And that's also the same year when this happened too, when they start building all these prisons. And so it's all designed. And the idea is that ADHD, all these different diagnoses, was a way to, on one hand, separate black kids from white kids as a new form of segregation, even though there's white kids getting these diagnoses too, and they're getting special educations too, right? But it's designed as this way of restructuring segregation. He actually says this. But then on the other hand, it also sets this dynamic up where the black children are then put in a position where inevitably they're going to go into the prison industrial complex because they get in special education. And then, of course, you tie in the fact they dropped crack off in the black communities at the same time, and they get this diagnosis. He puts all this stuff together, and that's the premise of what he's talking about here. And he's been talking like this for like 15 years now. But that's the premise. If you guys go back and listen to early Umar, that's the premise of this. It's a massive conspiracy theory of mass incarceration. He wasn't even saying, he would say it, but he would say prison, school to prison pipeline. But really earlier on, Umar, he was talking about the the misdiagnosing of Black children to put them in special education, and special education being the pipeline to prison. And one time he said that he was talking with, because I go into the prisons and I talk with the men there in the prisons. And I was in one prison and I was talking to all of these men, and I asked them, how many of you were in special education? He said all of them raised their hand. I said, you a lie. But that's how it's one of the most fascinating things. This is the premise of his first book. But he conflates, the crack epidemic with special education. And then he's special education via ADHD in particular, but ADHD is very much personal to him because he has ADHD. So he uses it as a denial mechanism. It doesn't exist. It doesn't, no, he has it. But then he even though he says it doesn't exist, he says that it's being used as a way to put these Black boys into special education. And by putting them in the special education, that puts them into the prison pipeline. It's fascinating, this stuff, but he puts all this stuff together in his mind. And that's what he's doing here. See?
Right now. So
she got
how do I get
for the ADHD?
Well, because I thought she had autism. No, she was getting speech therapy.
You can't have an IEP unless you have a disability. Is your daughter?
She was receiving speech therapy and occupational therapy because she was nonverbal.
He's dangerous.
And that's why I thought she had autism, but it ended up being
stay with me though.
I'm staying
How many special education disabilities does your daughter have?
Just speech therapy and occupational therapy.
Okay, so she's not classified as autistic?
No. ADHD. Okay. We just got that this summer in July.
Is the ADHD on the IEP or no?
I believe it just got placed on it because now she's in elementary school. Now she's in.
Yeah, I don't like watching these because they be telling all of their business. I got to skip through this. I just don't think it's appropriate.
But to
go around, some of y'all gonna have to tag team. Some of y'all gonna have to tag team.
I don't want to tag.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Black, unless it affects her ability to learn in a regular classroom. Okay. That ADHD should be a 504. We're going to let it ride for right now. Just take an observation for the first 1 or 2 marking periods, and then we can talk about it.
Okay.
All right, cool. Keep me posted, and I better not catch you with anything other than a Black man. It's all about loving us. We don't hate nobody. We don't hate nobody. But get you a king.
Talk to my sister.
And if you can't find a king that's single, talk to his queen, and y'all need to co-wife it up. If you can't find, because you said it's only 2 Blacks in Vancouver, my sister. You said it's only 3.5 Blacks in Vancouver, Washington. So if you can't vancouver you a king who's single, because there's only 5 Blacks in Vancouver, you're going to have to talk to his wife, because we don't want no affairs going on. Talk to his wife and co-wife it up, because you only got 5 Blacks in Vancouver.
No. You're killing me. You're funny. That was funny. I don't want to queen. Listen, I'll stay single.
It ain't
I'll be the Black lady with the 27 cats.
Some of y'all gonna have to tag team. Some of y'all gonna have to tag team.
I don't want to tag.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
This
Thanks
is
for
made my
tapping
life.
in, my queen. Be safe out there.
I love you. Bye.
One love to you. I love you too, mama. All right.
Oh my God, that was
Black queens, you might have to tag team. Black queens, you might have to tag team.
Man, this is crazy.
Y'all sleeping with these married men talking about you don't support polygyny. What kind of hypocrisy is that? You sleeping with married men talking about you don't support polygyny. What kind of nonsense is that?
What women are out? What all these Black women are sleeping with? Anyway, we're almost done.
Who tapping in?
Here we go. Yeah, this is a pro-Black conversation.
Keisha Jones.
Yeah, he always goes
Jones there. Going once. Keisha Jones going twice.
Umar's that trip? Vancouver.
How you doing, beautiful?
We're headed to Vancouver.
I'm currently working. I just wanted to say I love what you're doing for the culture.
Girl, don't get on here getting, listen, don't get up here getting fired now, okay?
It is so nice to meet you.
Likewise, Queen. Where you at in the world?
New York City.
Which borough?
Queens.
What do you think of the Puff situation?
I have so many, honestly, It's bigger than him.
What about the Eric Adams situation?
I think it's along the same lines of.
Do you think they tied together some way?
Let her finish. Let her at least answer you. Anyway.
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
Some people are saying that.
Yes.
I'm still doing some research. One love, King. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's so
Appreciate
rude.
that. One love, guys.
Oh, this poor lady. I feel so bad for her. I feel so bad. It's so sad.
Thanks for tapping in, my beautiful African queen. You know who I thought you was? I thought you was, what's her name? I know you probably get the comparison all the time. The best man, Nia Long. Did he?
First of all, Umar, Nia Long is not trying to get on your stank live stream. That's number one. Let's get that. Let's get that facts, okay? Don't even be bringing up her name, okay? Because she done aged so well. She done put on that good weight too. She's not trying to get on your stank. I remember she was in that movie where she was jogging a long time ago. The Friday, I remember. That fly. I told you, that's your third warning. I'm going to give, that's it. I don't think I got it. First of all, Nia Long's not going to try to call up on your show. That's number one. Now, if y'all think she look like Nia Long, that's one thing. But the point is that number two, Umar, you just running game. You know, you look like Holly Berry. You look like a mix between Holly Berry and Eartha Kitt when she was young. So here you go.
Ime Udoka cheat on you with a bunny in Boston? Did Ime Udoka cheat on you with a bunny in Boston? I thought you was Nia Long, my sister.
I'm not. No.
Be loved. Be blessed out there, Queen. Be careful.
You too.
All right, love.
All right,
Take
bye-bye.
care. Thanks for chopping in.
Thank you.
Poor thing. You need to stay at work. Don't be calling into
that
this.
Was Nia Long. I thought that was Nia Long. Ime Udoka tapped the bunny and they tried to destroy it.
What's up, buddy?
Protected the bunny. This is insane. This is insane.
What's up, Jay the Informant? We almost done.
We're Brother Tonka. Is that Brother Tonka or Sister Tonka?
Tonka.
Is that Brother Tonka or Sister Tonka going once? There's Brother Tonka. Where you at, Brother Tonka?
I'm right here, boss. How you doing?
Where you at? What city? Where you at?
I'm in Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida. How did that Hurricane Eileen do? Everybody all right?
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a Floridian. I drive in storms. I don't give a damn.
Get out. How bad was it? They say it was the worst hurricane in like 100 years that hit right there.
I don't know, boss. Like I told you, I'm in Tampa. We'll never really get hit by it.
Okay, y'all didn't get it. Tampa didn't get it. Tampa didn't really get it.
Let me skip through.
It's not real. All you got to do is sit down and focus on yourself.
Yes,
don't let nobody hold you back. The biggest thing that can hold you back is a person's mouth.
That's right.
Don't let your mother, your father, nobody tell you what you can't do out here.
Rollins, what up, King? When you going to drop the interview, Uncle Donnell? How you doing, my beautiful African sister?
You know how many times I ride past here hoping I see you?
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
I am good. Oh, my God. I have a skate program that I wish I could get to your school.
Take my number.
A roller skate program.
Yes, ma'am. Take my number. We can add the roller skate program. Yes,
how you going to add anything to the extracurricular where they ain't even no curricular? This makes sense? Umar talking like the school, hit the one. Umar talking like the school is open. Yeah, you know, we can add that for the kids. That's what I'm saying. This guy, he crazy. Yeah, we're going to have the roller skates. You know, the boys, they like to roller skate now. We're going to have the roller. Let's schedule that for next Wednesday because they want to get roller skating right away. We got about 400 boys in here. Now, you know, they want to get out and roller skate. He be talking like it's really, you know, it's amazing that this guy. Meanwhile, he out here looking like it's crazy. I can't believe this guy. Yeah, we can add that to the. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. He goes to Sigmund. He nuts. This guy, and he just goes right into it. I'm telling you, something wrong with him because it's so difficult to do that. Just be making up, just off the top of the head like that. Take down my number. Take down my number, family. Take down my number, family. We gonna get that. What's up, Devon? We're gonna get that going next week.
Ma'am, how are you?
I am good. Oh my God. I have a skate program that I wish I could get to your school.
Take my number. Take.
Roller skate program.
Yes, ma'am. Take my number. We can add the roller skating to the extracurriculars.
Yes.
What extracurricular? Yeah, you got what? Anyway, let's finish up. Here we go. Well, Umar, he wild.
Let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
215-989.
They don't need no bus. They gonna skate they gonna skate to school.
Jasmine, are you gonna put skating?
Yeah, it is, Bina. It is
okay, Queen, we're gonna talk.
It's insanity.
Likewise, beautiful. All right now. Damn, she was fine. We must stay focused, my brothers.
Here we go.
Absolutely must stay focused. Who tapping in next? Who tapping in? Tap in.
With the boom box, yeah. That's what I'm saying, Lori. Umar crazy.
Energy not forced, going once. Energy not forced, going twice. Energy not forced, going 3 times. Where the energy not forced at? Must got that Boost
Umar.
Mobile hookup. Y'all got to get off of Boost Mobile, Africans.
Pro skate team. He always.
Y'all got to get off that Boost Mobile, Africans.
Umar, you need to get out your mama closet. Stop trying to crown people for what the type of service they got. Get out your mama closet first. Live in your mama closet. Since 2019. That's a doggone shame. I got receipts too. Yeah. He always got to go there, God's little princess. He got to take it to the freak talk every single time.
Jocelyn Goddess going one.
Listen, I was saying that even before the freak off stuff came out. Now everyone's saying freak off. Okay. But I used to say freak talk. Hey, I'm sure they be doing the freak. Anyway, let me cut it off. Let's keep going. Here we go.
Jocelyn Goddess going twice. Jocelyn Goddess going 3 times.
Listen, I don't like to use the word dusty. There has to be another word that I can use instead of dusty. If anyone can come up with a word, just put dusty equals something. I'll use that. But you're right, Scott. Yeah, you're absolutely right about this.
Times. Where you at, Jocelyn?
Hey.
Okay. Smooth Caramel. Where you at in the world, my queen?
Here we go.
Actually,
Smooth Caramel is acknowledging her skin color. See, he's a colorist, and he notices that in the first place.
in Georgia.
Crusty.
Give me a city.
I don't want to use crusty or dusty.
That's closest to what?
Musty,
big
maybe.
City. Savannah.
I might can do musty. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we just say Umar because it means ashy. Okay. Yeah, ashy. Ashy. I think I can do. I think I can do ashy. Okay. For the record, I think we can do ashy. Crusty, rusty, unkempt. That's kind, AJ. I like that one. Okay. Clouded. Okay, John. That's very diplomatic. Dusty equals musty. I don't want to say dirty. That's too much. Lusty. Okay, we got that one for sure. Because he be lusting. Prince of Dusty. Wow. Okay, let me let this go because we're almost done. Here we go.
Albany.
Atlanta.
Okay, you in the Atlanta area.
He gonna tell her she look like Erykah Badu. Watch.
How's life down there in Atlanta for African people? They tell us Atlanta is, the #1 black metropolis.
Yeah,
is all we read true or what?
Stand the name.
I actually just moved out here from Chicago.
I like that one.
Black excellence is what I really
definitely
went for.
Popping in Atlanta.
I love it. I love the black excellence. It encourages me to do better in school. Actually,
that's powerful. That's powerful.
I like that one too.
Go right ahead. And shout out to all my Atlanta, Georgia Africans. I ride hard with the ATL.
I know. I'm sorry,
Can't wait to get back
that's
to
how
the
Chris get
ATL.
down sometimes.
Let me tell you a little story right before you ask the question.
I hate to cut it out.
I was about to buy a school in Atlanta before we
go.
got this school. I was this close. This close to buy, but this one was better though. This one was in better condition. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But if we didn't find this one, I would be in Atlanta right now. Probably had 12 wives. Lord have mercy. But go ahead, Queen. Ask the question, my queen.
Are you coming back to Atlanta?
I'm probably going to be in Atlanta for Kwanzaa at the Shrine of the Black Madonna, I think. I'm also going to do one of my under 30 black political conventions in Atlanta too. but definitely before the year is out, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna keep up to date on it.
Definitely.
Okay, so my question is, it's so many people out here that step outside of the race. I love to date black men. I want to continue dating black men, but it's so difficult dating black men when they come with all the trauma and the drama, or another woman chasing after you to beat you up because you know all of that. What else can we do?
She's a pretty young lady.
Because I feel like I've tried so hard with black men out here just to switch it up.
My top 4 things with the queens when they having
Yeah,
trouble
you're right
with
about
black
that,
men.
Dominique.
My first one, I'm gonna go to the spirit, right? Every one of us come into this world, my queen, with a destiny and a purpose that God gave us in heaven that we are here to fulfill. Your destiny is the most important thing in your life. I'm saying that to say that your ancestors might be stopping you from settling down with these men because they not the ones that you need, and you might not be ready for the one that you want. Stay with me. So this may not be a bad thing. You got to be patient because of your destiny is.
Listen, young lady, get off this call. Don't let him do this. Just get off the call. That's all I can say. It's so sad. It's just so sad.
It's a heavy destiny, and your ancestors are really invested in you
That's what I'm
fulfilling
saying,
your
God, little
destiny.
princess.
They might not bring you what you need yet because it ain't time yet. Are you following me?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the third sign I done heard, to like finish school before I even focus.
Hold that thought. What up, King? Good to see you, man.
There you
One
go.
love. What up,
So
family?
rude.
Good to see you. Hey, gorgeous. Good to see you, beautiful. Go right ahead.
I appreciate
That's
the
that
feedback, because I feel
ADHD.
like that's about the third or fourth time I done got a sign that it's time to like wait and hold on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And remember this,
I've been
queen.
having difficulty. Like I don't know. I just don't want to. I don't want to give up. But I think I should just finish
so
school
rude.
and then after that.
Yes. Because let me tell you what happens to a lot of sisters that I run into. Right.
Here
I'll
you
be
go.
at the lecture, and I'll run into a sister.
Yep, Brianna.
And she might.
He just listen. He's making this shit up on the spot. Cookie Crush chat. Hit the one before we close out. Hit the one. He's making this shit. And I've seen these older videos. He'll be talking. He says, someone just texted me yesterday about this, and this is what they. So yeah, I got an email. I got 4 emails about that exact thing. They'll be interviewing me. I got 4 emails about that exact thing yesterday. And then he has these anecdotal, fake anecdotes where he says stuff like, yeah, you know, you black women, you may have white friends, but they don't love you. They all racist. And I know of a woman, a black woman, she was raised around this white girl. They went to high school together. They were best friends. They went to college together. They were at each other's wedding. But when it came to when they were both coming up for a job, but came up when they would get promoted, the white girl didn't tell the black girl about it. She told another white girl, a woman, about it because she wanted that other white woman to get the job, but not her friend that she had for life. He just made it up. Well, that's what he's doing right here. Watch what he does. Watch this.
Yes. And remember this, queen.
I've been having difficulty. Like I don't know. I just don't want to. I don't want to give up. But I think I should just finish school and then after that.
Yes.
Girl, you ain't listen. Just focus on school, okay? I got a young son. He need a girlfriend. Listen. I'll send his ass out there. Let me. Listen, I'll send him out. I gave you some bus fare. I get him one of them sticks, and you know they used to wrap that thing on the top, like in the old cartoons, and they put a little lunch in it, and they wrap it around on there like a scarf on the top of it. You just put it back like that. All right. All right.
Yes, because let me tell you what happens to a lot of sisters that I run into, right? I'll be at the lecture, and I'll run into a sister.
Mm-hmm.
And
look at him.
She might see in me the husband she always wanted.
Narcissism. But he's making this on the spot.
But
she's trying to get to her baby. Won't you cut it out? I heard the baby in the background. yeah, but in Umar's mind, he has to make up this story because he's trying to get at her. That's really what it is. Yeah, he got to get to the freak talk. Story time. Yeah. Listen, Derek, from now on, that's what we're going to say. We're going to do hashtag story time. Okay? Let's finish this up. So my wife just looked at me.
Because she settled down too soon.
Oh.
I can't hear you.
Now she kind of regrets the situation. You feel me?
What?
I can't hear you. You went out.
Some women move too quick to settle down only to get married, and then you find out you run into the real mate later. Do you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to be that type of sister.
She's like,
So I'm saying
whatever.
It might be time for you to just be patient. But I'm going to give you something else, sister. You got to make sure you're not wasting time with the men you don't need, because the man you need will never show up. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Sometimes you will have your little, you know what I mean? You have your little situationship on the side, right? Because every queen.
I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that years ago because it
I'm glad you did. What up, young king? Yes, sir. Dr. Umar. Excuse me, beautiful.
There you go again. He's so, I don't even know what the word is. This poor young lady. Young lady, just don't call this guy. There's plenty of good men out here. Just focus on your schooling, get your education done, get your career started, and don't worry about all that. Don't listen to Umar. He's gonna probably tell you to give him your number so you can text him so that when he come down there.
Sure, go right ahead. Where the phone at? Pull it out, young prince. Oh, no, it's dead. Your phone dead. I'll be here when you come back through. All right. All right, King. Be safe.
He's so rude.
You ain't got no situationships, so that's good.
I stopped doing that a while ago because it don't do.
Let's go to number 3 on the checklist. Let's go to number 3
Notice how he don't even listen to her, what she's saying. He just over talks.
On the checklist. Do you have core beliefs about black men that are so negative that on a spiritual level, you are repelling the very energy that you claim you're seeking? No. Some women's core beliefs about black men are so negative that the type of man they want, they cannot attract because of the core beliefs. No. This is when you got to check this. Because remember, everything is energy.
Energy into something new. I don't do that. I don't like bringing my past.
Okay, so no negative type stuff.
No. I love our black men.
Let me go to the next thing on the checklist. Is there anything you need to rectify with your biological father? Nothing I need you to say, but is there anything that need to be rectified with biological dad? Because a lot of times if we don't rectify psycho-spiritual issues with the opposite sex parent, your opposite sex ancestors, your male ancestors, your great-grandfather, your great-great-grandfather, your great-great-great, they could be blocking you from the man you need because you haven't rectified with your biological dad yet. Got you. Got you. I got her. Right there. We hit it on the nail. We hit it on the nail. Listen, you got to humble yourself and go to your dad. Even if he wasn't what he should have been, you got to humble yourself.
This is just horrible. But he don't know nothing about what the dad did or didn't do. He's a weirdo. He don't know what the situation was. He don't know what her situation is. Listen, truth be told, I'm just going to just tell y'all, it's not the child's responsibility to try to patch up things like that. Listen, it's not. You can try all you want to. But if a parent is a certain way, they're going to stay that way. You can think that you're going to change them, you're going to make things right. No, that should come from the adult, the person who's supposed to have the wisdom. You guys be careful with this type of talk coming from Umar too, by the way, because he's estranged from his daddy. See, and he has been for decades now. He's told stories about his daddy and how when he was around and how he would be and he would do, so Umar's not the one to be talking. Okay, and he also has enmeshment issues with his mother. It's an unhealthy relationship, an unhealthy bond that goes back to when he was a teenager. And then when you guys hear the type of shit this guy say when he's talking about your first love affair should be with your mother, and your first love affair should be if you're a man. male, and your first love affair should be with your father if you're female. And he said, it's, you know, but I'm saying love affair not in a physical sense. And I said, well, why are you even saying it that way anyway? What kind of weirdo? He's a weirdo. It don't even, and it gets really deep when he starts talking on this stuff, because it just, I said it a couple, and I'm not going to say it here, but I said a couple of live streams. What it really sounds like to me is a very specific type of a relational dynamic. It's an unhealthy relational dynamic that takes place in families. And so how he used to, he doesn't talk like this as much, but back then he used to bring this up. And the terminology that he used, it sounded like it sounded so sexual to me. I was like, what are you talking about? Different levels of attachment. And one, he says it's the attachment to the breast in your mother's breast. And I said, what are you? It's strange. It's really, really strange. All right, let's finish this up. We got about 2 minutes. Here we go.
And go to your dad, honor thy mother and thy father, and say, Dad, listen, I'm going to tell you what I feel. You tell me how you feel. We might never be tight, but I need us to have a relationship. You got to clean that up so the ancestors can deliver you the man that you need. You got to clean that up. I think that's your block right there. I think that is your block. There's no way my female ancestors going to send me the woman I need if I got issues with my mother. You feel me?
Okay.
Umar, you still don't have a wife. That enmeshment issue.
You got to handle that father situation.
Okay.
And don't wait too long, because tomorrow not promised.
Definitely. I appreciate it.
No problem, Queen. Be safe, mama. Thanks for tapping in.
Boy, I tell you, look at Umar. This poor young lady. Young lady, if you ever see this video, don't ever, I ain't going to tell you what to do, but it'll be in your best interest not to ever, never contact Umar again. Don't take his advice. Don't listen to what he got to say. Just go and live your life. If you're in school, get that, go and finish up, get that degree, start your career, think about going for a master's, start your career, live your best life. Okay. Don't worry about all this other stuff that he's talking about. You do you. Like I said, I got a son that stop. Anyway, there's about a minute left, and we're going to close out. Thank you all so much for tuning on in. Thanks everyone inside the Cookie Crush chat for tuning on in. We will be back tomorrow. We're going to pick up with the second video. This is part 1. There's a second video. We'll do that one, and there's 2 other videos. Hopefully we can get to everything tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll try to limit my commentary. I'll run my mouth too much today. We still got about 820 people in the building. I want to thank everyone who voted. If you haven't hit the like button, I would appreciate it. Let's finish it up. Here we go.
All right, beautiful. Who tapping in next? Who tapping in with the King Kong?
King Kong.
Who tapping in with the King Kong? Who tapping in with the King Kong?
I think those are little boys that are in the next video.
I don't think they letting y'all tap in. Instagram is a hater.
Ain't
Mark
nobody want to talk to you.
Zuckerberg is a damn Ifatunde hater. Mark Zuckerberg, what did I do to you, sir?
There
for
go.
you to keep sabotaging my lives?
There's
Why
that
I can't
word,
tap nobody
sabotage.
in?
Sabotage.
Who tapping in? Somebody send me a tap in.
That's it. Yeah, it just ends right there. Before we close, here's the other video. We'll cover this tomorrow.
What's the name? Sister Shonda. All right. Let me get in the middle there. One of y'all come on this side. All right.
What's wrong with this picture? Quick chat before we close out. Someone tell me what is wrong with this right here before we get up out of here. This guy, he's something else. Anyone else catch it? Look. Look. Yeah. Yeah, what's up, Edward? Garbage. It's totally disgusting. All right. Before we close out, this is just another example. I know Chris. He ain't. What's up, DD? He ain't got no sense and don't even register that he just picked up all types of trash, and who knows what other. Anyway, it's just gross. Yeah, that too. The door is still boarded up. Yeah. Oh goodness, I don't want to call it that, but my goodness. Yeah, and it's all right there. Look at him.
Appreciate you. That's right. Black queens forever. No bunnies. No bunnies. No bunnies. No problem, Sister Shonda. We working on the school. God willing, we're gonna have a grand opening before the year out. Okay. All right, Mom.
We're going to right there. Okay. It don't stop. It don't stop. He's been making these promises since 2010. 2010. I'm working on a documentary to close out, and I'm gonna apologize to Umar. I'm working on a documentary. I released the introduction today for members. It's a rough draft number 1, and I'll be working on it going into next year, probably towards the middle of next year. I would think I'll be close to finishing it up, and then we'll do a premiere for everyone. It'll be a live stream, and it will get everybody together. And I would think it's going to be 4 or 5, maybe even 6 hours altogether. It's a lot to get into. I want to thank everyone for tuning on in. Everyone inside the Quick Course Chat, you guys are undefeated as always. Okay, thank you so much for tuning on in. Thanks everyone who sent in super chats as well. If you sent in cash apps or PayPal, I want to thank you as well. I always do appreciate the support. I don't take it for granted. Never have, never will. Okay, I really do appreciate y'all's support, and thanks for being here too. Okay, I appreciate that. Now I have to apologize to Umar for something. I've always been fair. And if I'm incorrect about something, I always come back and I correct myself. And if I'm wrong about something dealing with Umar, I come back and I apologize. So Umar, I want to issue an apology to you during this live stream, because I told people many times that you would never, ever, ever return to the word radio show, because you had a falling out with Father David. I know some of you guys thought I was going to apologize about the school being real and it's happening. There's no school up there. There's abandoned buildings. There's trash all over the place. I just told people and I just showed people. Umar proved my case. I've already proven. There's no getting around. I know Umar Johnson's father's like, yeah, well, we're just going to wait to the end because he's going to admit that the FDMG is coming. No, it's not coming. Okay, stop. We have to stop. Okay? Let's deal with the facts. I told people that Umar would not ever go back on, that he would never go back on to the word radio because Father David clowned him. He clowned the shit out of Umar. And lo and behold, I want to apologize to Umar because I was wrong about this specific issue. You are going to be returning to word radio. I would think that it's going to take place, Sunday, October 6th while you're in Toronto? Something like that. I don't know. Black Talk Media with Father David. I apologize. I thought you would never go back. I was wrong. As for this school, I was right. I was always right. And the truth be told, I will always be right because it's nothing more than a long con. Y'all wait for this shock community to drop. Okay, like I said, I'm releasing segments for members, but when the final thing is done and it's up on here, listen, Umar, just be ready. More and more people are waking up. More and more people are speaking out about you, and understand that more and more people realize that this is nothing more than a long con, and it can't last forever, Umar. And you know that too. That's why you're so desperate. You're going up there just trying to pick up some trash because you can't show them anything else. You can't show your followers anything else. You can't show them that renovations are being worked on, even though you said renovations were complete last year. You can't show them any level of progress. So what do? You get out there and you pick up trash And if you guys think about it, last point, why is this guy Umar picking up trash after he's collected $2.7 million? He spent $400,000 for these trap bandos, and he's out here picking up trash. You would think that if he managed this money properly, and if the money was going towards specifically opening up a school, then he would have already hired a cleanup crew that comes out there once a week to take care of things. That he would have a groundskeeper that once a week get out there and take care of things. But he hasn't done any of that. Why? Because he's a one-man show. It's not about opening up a school. It's not about educating Black boys. It's not about uplifting the quote-unquote community. It's not about any of that. What it's about is extending this as long as he can so that he can continue to collect money for a school that does not exist. That being said, thank y'all again for tuning on in, as we always do. Oh, I'm sorry. No sound? Yeah, I apologize. I was having issues with my audio. Can you hear me now? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Yeah, I had this problem earlier. I don't know what's going on. I do know that StreamYard, they had some changes. I don't think that would matter, but can you hear me now? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then I'll just close out like this. I apologize. It had audio issues throughout the live stream today. Hopefully it won't be an ongoing issue. Thank y'all so much for tuning on in. I hope you enjoyed the show. We will for sure be back tomorrow with another live stream. We got so much to get caught up on. I want to thank everyone again, everyone at Cook Chat. Thanks to the mods for handling business. I appreciate it. Cook Chat is undefeated. And love y'all. Talk to you soon. Take care. Peace.